this is WWE and ECW alumni, the Blue Meanie, and you're listening to PCW.
The question is, are you ready? Let me talk to you. I will give you a show like you have never, ever seen before. Why? Because I can.
What do you guys want to talk about?
I am that damn good.
I am the B-E-S-T.
In the color red, in a world full of black and white, I am the eater of worlds. Yeah, if you're some acknowledge me. The champ is here. But to be the man, you gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo, right here. Hey, yo. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another episode of PCW Podcast Championship Wrestling. My name is Wayne, also known as Semi-Dry Chicken. I am your host, and I have two co-hosts with me tonight. We are going to be going over a live Smackdown, which is playing right now, and then we got to talk about some expected title changes happening in WrestleMania 42. I want to talk about the tickets that are already being sold. Where the fuck is Bron Breaker? Vince McMahon could be back. And we're going to play a little game of Guess That Title Holder. That and more. But with that said, here's my co-host.
Yo, what it do, PCW crew?
Not much, man. It's a weird time where we're recording on a Friday.
Yeah, a little break from the norm. I mean, obviously, people had stuff going on earlier in the week, so.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Get in when we can.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And with that said, let's bring out our guest here.
I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me. You got your rules in your religion, all designed to keep you safe, but when rules start getting
Welcome back, Tyler.
Thank you for having me. It's always great to be here.
You sound crisp. You sound clean. It sounds like you are not in the basement. It sounds like you are closer to a microphone. Some would say your own microphone.
Yes, I agree.
We have updated the PCW studio. I say that with quotes. I know this is an audio only, but we have somewhat of a studio set up now in the office. Two of everything, and we have Smackdown playing in the background. We have multiple screens up. We have blue lights everywhere because it's Smackdown. It's Friday. If it was Raw, it'd be red. And then there's Dre. I'm sure he has his own wonderful setup. I bet he has something to eat on the side. Dre, what are you eating tonight, man?
You would ask that question right as I take a bite.
I know. I fucking know. I was going into a rant. I was letting it drag out, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna quickly turn it to Dre, because I know he's always eating during the podcast. Doesn't matter when we record. Just man's gotta be eating something, right?
Yeah, it's just a pizza tonight. That's all.
Yep. I mean, dude, I had pizza before the podcast, so I'm right there with you. Right now, I currently have Smackdown on. Yeah, we got it going over here. We got the pirate ship, you know.
And it looks like I don't know where y'all are at in the show, but it looks like Randy now has company in the ring.
Yes, we are at the point Randy came out to cut a promo, and now Cody Rhodes is strutting out to the ring in his suit. Guys, it's Cody Rhodes with the suits. I mean, I was raised that heels wore suits, right? Like, I didn't really think face wrestlers were made for the suits because, I don't know, it just seems like more of a heelish type deal. Like a Triple H would always wear a suit. Ric Flair would always wear a suit, you know.
Triple H only wore suits because he wanted to be Ric Flair, though.
Yeah, but that's there
Triple
you go.
H he did the denim and jacket and jean jacket thing for a long time.
But then when it was
he
a
went
heel,
to the suits when he started when he was doing Evolution, then he went to the suits.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah,
Stop
I mean,
letting the hair, let it lay.
Yeah, I just think heels are better with suits. You know, what in the Pat McAfee? Pat McAfee just came out of camera frame, out of nowhere, wearing an RKO shirt. He's got the sunglasses on, this massive belt buckle, and just low kicked Cody Rhodes right in the balls. And don't get me wrong, everybody.
I know this ain't who Randy was on the phone with.
He's gonna get RKO'd.
So Pat McAfee was on the phone. I mean, Orton was on the phone with Pat McAfee, and I believe, guys, last episode.
Be Pat McAfee.
It better be, but guess what? It's probably not. So I believe last episode we were talking about the 10 wrestlers who might be 10 people he may have been called, right? And Pat McAfee was on that list. He was very low on that list, but he was on that list. But Pat McAfee is not royal.
I can't.
What royal family is Pat McAfee? There's more than one royal family. Pat McAfee?
No.
Is he related to somebody we don't know?
Reason.
No. All right. Live SmackDown coverage. Here we go. I'm not going to turn up the volume because I don't know exactly where Dre is. We're watching it separately. We're just going to tell you maybe some play-by-play. You know, the normal of the general manager comes out, brings all the 30 security guards out. You know,
I like to look at Randy holding that title though.
Yeah, Randy Orton holding Cody's title over his shoulder, you know, and still beating Cody across the back with that steel chair.
Brought that thing from the heavens on that one.
You know, I like how they're always outnumbered. Like, there's always these one or two wrestlers going to town, but yet there's like 10 guys outside the ring, and it's just like, aren't you 10 grown ass men? Just go in there and just stop them. But no, wrestling logic, you know?
I wonder...
Two wrestlers equal like 10 men.
Yeah. I didn't catch it too. I wonder if Pat was supposed to be on the desk. No. I see Wade over there. Never mind.
I don't know. Like, there might have been...
regular commentary team, so I don't know where he came. I guess Pat came from the audience or something? I didn't catch him. I don't think he was on the announce team.
I wonder...
because he would have been on the announce team with an RKO everybody's shirt on, though.
Well, I did miss the very, very beginning. I don't know if they showed him in the very, very beginning coming out. It's like, oh, Pat McAfee's back and he's got an RKO shirt. Oh yeah, I'm here for him. But no, this.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that. Yeah. I don't think he was part of the announce team because I don't see him being on the announce team with an RKO everybody's shirt on.
Yeah, very true, man.
My guess is he came out of the audience.
Crazy part, wasn't Cody Rhodes just on the Pat McAfee show like a week or two ago?
He was supposed to be on the Pat McAfee show. The Wednesday after Randy first whooped his ass, but he can't. He had a scheduling conflict and didn't show up.
So is this Pat Mac? Is this podcast beef? Oh shit, dude! Petty. What's the chances?
They changed plans because creative has no idea what they're doing, so they're just kind of winging it. And there was no reason. It didn't make any sense for Cody to be up there in the first place. Like, you just got your ass whooped by Randy Orton, who just seemingly turned heel, and the first statement comes from the Pat McAfee show, not on WWE programming.
Yeah,
I mean that I never understood why that was booked in the first place. So when they said he had a quote unquote scheduling conflict, I was like, oh, somebody had a common sense moment to realize why the fuck is Cody giving his first statement on Pat McAfee show instead of SmackDown.
Well, I think that's happened in the past with like Roman Reigns and being like on what's the First Take on ESPN. I think he did a couple interviews with shows on ESPN, and they were like after pretty intense exchanges.
Yeah, but that's exchanges. That's where the Roman has said his piece or had his moment. Not right. Roman got his ass whooped and didn't get a chance to, say anything in response.
Right.
Like this. Remember, this was right after Randy first turned on Cody.
Okay, true.
So we hadn't heard anything from Cody since then.
The constant whooping of one's ass on one side for the past several weeks makes me think that person who's been dominant the past couple of weeks will definitely go to Mania and lose. I understand they're looking strong, but Orton's...
That'd be so sad.
Cody has to get a one-up on Orton, like, at least next week, right?
At least, like, the next 2 weeks.
We don't got, like... We got, like, a week and a half, right? We don't... Well, do we got, like, those 2 weeks?
They're still trying to sell Randy as being dangerous or Randy being the heel, despite the fact that the crowd keeps cheering him.
We have 2 Fridays. The 10th and the 17th. So he could, in those 2 Fridays, maybe, like, make a small little comeback thing and, like, quote-unquote, put Randy in his place.
Like, look at it right now. Like, Pat McAfee is cutting a heel promo right now, and the fans are still cheering.
Yeah. Even with our closed captioning,
chanting Randy.
Yeah, with our closed captioning on, it just says cheering and applause, which makes me fucking laugh. Just like we wanted this, we wanted heel Randy. But you know what though?
Everybody wanted. People didn't want heel Randy. People wanted 09 Randy. They wanted the nostalgia of old Randy, so that they could cheer for it. And this is exactly what they're getting. WWE thought, they want 09 Randy. They want a heel Randy. No. Fans wanted nostalgia. They're getting nostalgia, and that's why they're cheering.
They're missing a moment with it right now.
Old badass Randy is back here to kick the teeth in of, the heel. I'm not the heel of face of the company, good guy, golden boy, Cody.
But I feel like if
Cody's
they were,
the one who's going to have to actually turn heel after this, because the fans aren't going to cheer Randy. Aren't going to boo Randy no matter what.
Mm-hmm. All right, so while we're in between whatever the fuck they're doing, whatever's next, they're beat up Cody, Orton, and Pat McAfee are walking back in Gorilla, past where Triple H is, everybody's helping Cody get up. The refs are trying to help him. He still got part of his suit on. He didn't lose it. He didn't get it all ripped off him like last time.
Or did it get turned into a bloody pole?
Yeah. So now on my end here, we have, instead of ads and commercials, we just have this slow motion wrestlers getting pumped up backstage, I guess, with lights in slow motion and doing awkward poses and shit. And it says, we'll be right back. And it replays the same jingle over and over. That's what we get in between episodes. Anyway, guys, did you know there are Cody Rhodes WrestleMania 42 tour bus experience premiums that you can take? The high cost package is $9,950.
Jesus,
$50 shy of being $10,000. I'm sure Cody will probably ask you for fuel money.
Actually, contrary to that, I did see a story recently where somebody asked him about the prices, and even he admitted that he felt they were like a bit ridiculous.
Yeah, think it gives you okay. So the cost and value, the price of $9,950 for a ticket, which Rhodes himself acknowledged, is obscene and absurd. The experience describes as unique and cool, intimate fan interaction featuring behind-the-scene moments in his bus. Jesus, reports suggest the tour sold out quickly. You get includes 15 to 30 minute tour of his bus and transportation to a Las Vegas location during WrestleMania week. Yeah, this is where I fuck Brandy, and this is where I take a shit over here sometimes. And this is my TV where I watch better things than pro wrestling, like Game of Thrones and shit like that. Like, I don't know.
Invincible.
Yeah, he just opens his fridge. He's like, yeah, this is where I keep my water.
His water? That thing, that thing has the vodka brand. Is that what it is? Vodka?
No.
It has the logo right across the side. I would imagine that's all.
Come on, Dre. Like, you get 15 minutes, or 15 to 30 minute tour of his bus. You can't just have him just sit there and talk, right? You got to ask him the questions, right? Like,
so
all right, Cody.
Right on the roads.
Cody, what's this got under the hood? What's under the hood, Cody? Let's talk about maintenance. Who maintenance it? Who drives this? Like, what kind? Cody, what can I do to get a job where I drive people like you around? Tell me. That's what I'm doing in my 30 minutes. I want information from you, Cody. I don't know. I don't give a fuck where you sleep. I know. I don't give a fuck where you use the bathroom, where you take your showers. I don't give a fuck.
Well, to answer your first question,
goddamn tour bus.
Damn, dude, there's no wrestler. There's no wrestler I could care for to be like tour their bus. Maybe the only person I'd be interested in slightly ever seeing their tour bus would be Big Show, just because I want to see how he functions his daily life as a big ass motherfucker. Like, dude, how I want to see you fit into that bathroom.
Did you see the video of him and Mark Henry getting into a rental car?
He did have a tour bus at some point. I do recall that. I think Orton has a tour bus too. Ooh, there's a lot of wrestlers. There's a lot more wrestlers than you think who have tour buses.
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. I wonder if that's like a Brandy. Oh yeah, they even have. You get the Brandy is giving a tour of Cody Rhodes' new bus on YouTube, so you can just get the online tour. By the way, the online tour is only 3 minutes long.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be able to go there and in person smell the stench of defeat, that's already emanating from his trailer because he knows he's going to lose it at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It's such a sweet smell sometimes too.
What? Smelling Cody Rhodes? What if I saw Orton whispered something to him before he left? He rolled up next to his ear. He probably like, hey, took a big dump in your RV and I didn't have to pay $10K.
I drank some of your shitty whiskey while I did it.
Oh yeah, Wheatley whiskey. Oh man,
I don't. Just to be fair, folks, I don't know how good the whiskey is. It's just commentary.
Just commentary.
Yeah,
man.
It's just yeah.
Okay, so I got
drink,
5 wrestlers who have their own tour
they
buses.
Just acknowledged it.
What? They whispered something in his ear?
Pat McAfee. No, that Pat McAfee was the motherfucker he was on the phone with.
What? Wonderful. What a letdown.
How are you getting your inspiration? See, I wanted to touch on something earlier too, because you had mentioned like people getting 09 Randy and like, going on a nostalgia trip for Randy Orton. I feel like if we were really getting that though, he would have RKO'd Pat McAfee the instant he got a chance. Like after all the damage was done and they were getting ready to leave or on the ramp or something like that, he would have RKO'd him. So that part is a little bit of a letdown. And you're getting into a Nissan?
Well,
oh right, my bad.
I just didn't think it was Pat because I don't know. I was like, what? I guess Orton has so many enemies.
About Pat McAfee influence anybody. That's why nobody thought it was Pat McAfee.
Yeah, well now the balance of this fucking match is now shifted.
Is this
greatly.
putting Pat McAfee in like a Paul Heyman position?
No, nobody's fighting for Pat McAfee.
I don't know. Right?
No,
I don't know. And supposedly, like, there was a story weeks ago that Pat McAfee was done with WWE.
Huh.
I remember hearing that story like over a month ago that he was done.
Oh,
not like he had beef with him or anything, just that he was done working with him. He wasn't coming. That's why he didn't come back after the college football season was over with.
Right.
Well, that's a hell of a work, though.
They talked to him to come back to work WrestleMania to be the biggest fucking disappointment going into this goddamn WrestleMania.
I
get on the phone with Pat fucking McAfee. Like, really?
That is disappointing. Like, I would have been more
wrestling universe, and Pat McAfee's the motherfucker that gets in your ass.
I would have bought into the idea of him talking to himself more.
Yeah. How do you follow up Raw this week on SmackDown? We had Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi on Raw. We had Roman and Punk. Like, how do you sometimes I feel like SmackDown's got a lot to, a lot to live up to. Some of the shit that's been happening on Raw. By the way, you can tell by the way the crowd was reacting with Oba and Brock last week on Raw. Man, a lot of people are psyched for this match. Really hyped. I'm so excited for it. There isn't many matches on this card that I'm pretty hyped for, but that's one of them. Right now, sorry.
Weird too, because they really haven't said a whole lot. I mean, Paul Heyman's done most of the talking for Brock, but like, this is one of those where they haven't had to do like a whole bunch of like hyping the crowd up with like talk and conversation. It's just like the physical presence and the idea of these two freaking titans clashing in the ring.
Mm-hmm. Well, Brock can have the
big meat men slapping meat.
Yo,
that just
speaking of big meat wanting to slap some more meat. Rhea's on screen right now.
What's going on here?
I like my transitions, right? Very smooth.
Jeez, you can see her ribs now.
You almost gave us some dead air there, Rhea. Jeez. Tyler, what random news did you tell me earlier about Rhea that you may have heard on the internets?
So,
on the World Wide Webs. Let's hear it.
My random news of the day is that because of real life issues, behind the scenes with Jade Cargill, that there is talks of Rhea withdrawing herself from the match. So possibly an injury storyline in the works, with the idea that after that happens, Tiffany Stratton replaces Rhea Ripley against Jade Cargill at WrestleMania 42. Still for the title, but yes, due to like the backstage drama and like, I guess it's more real than what they're letting on. Now it's either a really, really good work, or like they're trying to sell it extra hard. I don't know, but it's something to look forward to going into this match with Rhea Ripley and Michin.
Yeah, we're getting currently right now we have a matchup of Rhea versus is this Michin or is this BFAB?
No, it's Michin.
Oh, it's Michin. I couldn't see.
Yeah.
Michin and BFAB joining Jade. Come on, Dre. You have to admit this is a bit of a downgrade from the last group she was in. Do you think Jade will be able to elevate these two other women being in a stable together?
Wait, Michin and Jade. Michin and BFAB are a downgrade for Jade?
I feel like it is. Compared to when she was with Naomi and Bianca. I feel like as a new stable for Jade, this is a bit of a downgrade. Last week, a couple weeks ago, Michin and BFAB were just jobbers. They were jobbing out to Jade. The hell, they were losing United States title matches over and over and over. They couldn't even beat Chelsea Green.
Here's Jade now.
And now they're buddies. And I just don't get it, dude.
I would not even compare the two because one was a trio that all three were kind of equal members of, and they weren't really so much of the big three, they were kind of, I don't know that they were a bona fide faction, because they really didn't have any ongoing storylines with each other. They just kind of teamed up for the moment.
Yeah, that's true.
And people resonated with it, so they just kind of ran with that. That wasn't really a faction, and like I said, and they were all equal. This is an actual faction where Jade is the leader. So I don't even think the two are comparable, let alone be considered a downgrade. And I don't know if it's a downgrade if you go from being a member of a group to leading your own group afterwards. So there's also that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I would not. I don't think the two are comparable.
By the way, BFAB,
Michin and BFAB, one Michin is probably one of the most underutilized women's wrestlers they have.
Right.
She can always work a good match. She can work with just about anybody.
Mm-hmm.
She has character and personality, but they just choose to use her as enhancement for the most part. I don't know if that's more Michael Hayes, thinking or what. BFAB, she's still developing and learning, really. So I mean, as far as what the faction is going to be, I mean, they're just getting started. So
yeah,
and we'll see how it goes past WrestleMania what they do beyond that.
I mean, it is good to throw them in a stable,
something meaningful to do other than just job out all the time.
Yeah, being a backstage, just small segments. You're right, man. Like it is good. I mean, hell, even some of the worst stables still got TV time. Do you guys remember 3-Man Band?
No, I don't.
You don't remember 3-Man Band? Dre, do you remember 3-Man Band?
I wasn't watching during that time, but I'm assuming you're talking about 3MB, which was Drew McIntyre and 2 other dudes.
And former WWE champion Jinder Mahal and former multiple tag team champion Heath Slater.
I was going to say, that feels like something Heath Slater would be involved in.
God. The fact that I actually was thinking about that the other day. Like 3MB, I don't know what popped in my head. Maybe I think I saw somebody who looked like Heath Slater, and I thought of 3MB. I'm like, God damn, Drew McIntyre was in 3MB. Like, holy crap! Like, okay, there is hope for wrestlers to go from there to up again. You know, to being world champions multiple times.
Well, Heath Slater can't do it anymore because he's got kids. So, I will say, Meat Chin rocking the black and yellow, like A, gorgeous, and B, makes me wonder if she's a Steelers fan.
Jay Cargo coming out looking like Big Bird.
Yes.
This is huge yellow fluffy thing. She's wearing those like huge jackets. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Rhea's gonna come over. Of course. While this match is going on.
Of course, it doesn't do anything for Rhea to lose to Michin going into WrestleMania.
Yeah. Number of tickets sold so far for WrestleMania 42 revealed. WrestleTix has provided the latest update on ticket sales for WrestleMania 42 at the All Giant Stadium. WWE has sold over 38,381 tickets for night 1 and 40,003 tickets for night 2. At this point last year, WWE has sold over 48,000 tickets for WrestleMania 41 night 1 and over 50,000 tickets for WrestleMania 41 night 2. In the end, WWE ended up selling 60,151 and for night 2, 61,389 tickets for WrestleMania 41.
So in other words, they're still
night 1, night 2, respectively. Yep. WWE announced that John Cena recently announced that John Cena as the host of WrestleMania 42 and help increase ticket sales. Increase ticket sales.
Which is not going to work.
No. Yeah, and listen. I'm going to read this. I don't believe it, but I also believe this is this news being stirred up to get ticket sales. You know, oh God, where did I have the article? I don't even know if I need to even just bring up the article because I don't even believe in the article. I just believe in. Okay, we are on the road to WrestleMania 42, and WWE is pulling out all the stops to make sure they can sell out all the WrestleMania weekend events despite the high ticket prices. First, WWE announced the return of John Cena. Okay, we spoke all that. Yep. Also, WWE might be bringing back Vincent Kennedy McMahon for the Hall of Fame ceremony on April 17th, where he will induct his daughter Stephanie McMahon in the Hall of Fame. This is going to be a McMahon's first appearance on WWE programming in nearly 4 years, as his last WWE TV appearance was in the summer of 2022. McMahon exclusively issued the following statement to us regarding his return. And this is WrestleFeed, so I don't believe it. You know what? I don't even know if I'm going to read it because it's so absurd. I didn't really hear any other rumors. I think it would be absolutely fucking bananas if Vince showed up. I mean, to induct his daughter, I get it, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think you'll ever see Vince McMahon step foot back in this company in any way, shape, or form?
Not as
on
long as
WWE air? Nope, never on screen.
Not as
character.
long as he keeps wrecking his car.
There's been mentions of him here and there on. We got it recently on Raw, with Cody mentioning, you're nothing like your father, mentioning to Stephanie this week, and we got Stephanie, and you know what? Damn, I wish. I really wish it wasn't Pat McAfee. I'll tell you who I did wish it was. Shane McMahon.
Whispering in Randy's ear.
Yeah.
I almost said Randy 3 times now. What the hell?
Randy Orton.
Shane McMahon even a needle mover either.
I don't know.
That was just
the last time.
You're like, oh, Shane.
Oh no! Then we get Stephanie, right? She's on Cody's side, and then Vince comes back, right? Vince is the enforcer. We got a McMahon in every corner.
How did that work out for WrestleMania 2000?
Yeah, I know, right?
See, you lost.
We got to work out for WrestleMania 2000.
We got a McMahon in every corner. It's brilliant. I'm a genius.
You lost me as soon as you mentioned Vince coming back, though.
Guys, anything can happen. It just takes a lot of money and a lot of grapefruits. Some big old grapefruits, right? And
it ain't about money when you're dealing with a corporation the size of TKO. Companies like that are risk averse, and Vince McMahon is risk because he still has that lawsuit hanging over his head. So as long as WWE is owned by TKO, you will never, and I will go on record saying, you will never see Vince McMahon in WWE again.
As Rhea gets the tap out on Michin.
Always say, it's all about the money.
God, I had that queued up. That's fucking great. I was so quick when he was doing that. I was like, oh, wait.
Hold on.
Wait, okay, so now the match is over.
Michin just did a takeout on Rhea's knee.
Oh, okay.
That looked particularly hard.
So now they're going to jump her. So wait, Tyler, do you believe that she's going to get jumped and then not be able to perform at WrestleMania and get replaced by Tiffany Stratton?
I mean, that's how. Now, granted, Seth Rollins was a real injury, and that's how they sold him getting kicked out of the division and all that. Wait, hold on. I don't know.
Io Sky coming to the rescue,
trying
to the
save
aid of
everybody's ass.
Of Rhea. They're still outnumbered 3-2.
Well, Cargill
Jay Cargill got out of there, and you got Io dealing with both Michin and B-Fab. Looks like she's holding her own, doing the flips. Oh, look, Rhea's back in action here. It looks like they got him running away. Tucking tail and running away. What is Io doing for WrestleMania? Anybody know? Tell me.
Versus Asuka for Kairi Sane.
No. Yeah. No, Kairi Sane on a pole match, right?
No, hanging from the thing that they hang the belts from.
Oh, the shark cage. The shark cage.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Bring the shark cage back. Put Kairi in it.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God. We got backstage segment with Woo Woo Woo. You know it. Zack Ryder. Oh, shit. Are we going to get an Aleister Black, Zack Ryder, and mixed gender tag match with Selena Vega and Chelsea Green?
Look at that 6-pack on her, though.
Chelsea Green's still injured.
Is she really injured, though?
Oh, that's right. Matt Cardona's married to Chelsea Green, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I saw somebody post the other day about how do you feel if Karrion Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux came back, and I posted a picture of Aleister Black and Selena Vega. I was like, we don't need them. We have them at home. We have our own version, Now we got another backstage segment with
MFT.
The MF Stings. It looks like. Look at them with the face paint. And they still got the lantern. Solo's still obsessed with this lantern. The Wyatts treating the lantern like they get their powers from it, which they never did. It's not like the urn, just another object. Seems to be this small side story going with one of the Tongas. Tama Tonga?
You mean the guy with the red?
Well, I don't know, man. There's so many Tungas, Tungaloa, Tunga Fatty, Tunga Shorty, Tunga, yeah. Tunga, I don't know.
I mean, he is the one having the little conversation with Solo right now.
But yeah, he's doing some sort of side conversations a lot with Shinsuke. And I understand they've had some wrestling history in the past, but it kind of makes me wonder where this is going, this group. Is he going to walk away from the MFTs, kind of make the MFTs more of a smaller group that the Y6 can actually handle? You know, they're just outnumbered all the time. It's just the numbers game. But it looks like Solo might have some issues inside his little stable here.
I don't know.
Whatever the fuck they're doing with this shit, they need to move the hell along, because it is probably the most deadest, boring storyline they've got going in WWE right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, something significant needs to happen. Otherwise, just fucking end this shit.
Fucking end this. All right. Well, we got a commercial break here. Well, at least on our end, we got a commercial break.
It's CM Punk.
Oh, CM Punk.
The
recapping Raw. Yeah. We're seeing a recapping a little bit of Raw. Of just these promos. Cause this week we had Punk and we had Roman Reigns come out, and then we had Punk come out afterwards, and then come right to him and beat his ass and put him through a table
by himself.
By the way, didn't need any help, and then made some comment about him being old. Mm-hmm. Who's old now, bitch, or fucker, or something.
Yeah, and then are you talking about the picture that somebody took from the crowd, and he flipped them the birds?
Yeah.
And then Roman commented on it later and was like, "This is your champion. This is what you cheer for."
I wanna bring this up because we're in commercial break here. So we're finding out that Seth Rollins does have an opponent for WrestleMania. It's gonna be Gunther, right? Mm-hmm. I want to talk about where the hell Bron Breaker's been, because we all suspected Braun would be Seth's opponent. Because, you know why? Because that fits the fucking narrative.
Yes.
So, Bron Breaker has been sidelined for over a month following his hernia injury that required surgery. He recently visited the WWE Performance Center as a part of the process of getting medically cleared for his in-ring return. The former Intercontinental Champion was rumored to return on Raw this week and was supposed to... be backstage and was reportedly backstage for the show and did not make the appearance. WWE announced that Gunther versus Seth Rollins for WrestleMania 42 on Raw instead. As previously noted, plans for WrestleMania changed due to injuries for Breaker and Rey Mysterio. Breaker was originally expected to face Seth Rollins, while Mysterio's scheduled match against Gunther was scrapped. According to Wrestling Observer, a decision to have Gunther face Rollins was not related. Was not related to... Sorry, I cut myself off here. Breaker's health. Breaker is fully cleared to compete, but WWE chose not to rush him into a high-profile match, preferring to give him the storyline proper build time. The storyline with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman in the recent weeks was always intended to culminate in the career killer choking out the Visionary at Madison Square Garden. Gunther was announced as Rollins' opponent because of injuries to Breaker, Mysterio, and Bronson Reed. Additionally, planned celebrity match involving the Usos, LA Knight, Vision, and I Show Speed now altered the card, taking Logan Paul out of a potential encounter against Rollins. Well, also, we've had Rollins versus Logan Paul at Mania already. We don't need it again. Good for I Show Speed. I mean, it's a 6-person match that I can honestly take a break from. I don't need to see the Vision and I Show Speed versus the Usos and LA Knight. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. If there's, I gotta be honest, it's gonna be 14 matches. It's gonna be bloated, but there's gonna be matches that I can totally check out of, and this one is one of them. Hell, it's sad, Tyler, that we're gonna have to see Seth Rollins retire at WrestleMania.
No, the only
he's gonna be choked out by Gunther. He's done.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. If you have Gunther on this whole like legend killer, whatever career ender, arc, it doesn't make sense to. I know it's not really ending Seth Rollins, but like it just still doesn't fit. Like, for Gunther to go and interfere himself in a beef that Rollins is having with Heyman and the Vision, like, you almost have to make Gunther like a temporary Heyman guy or a temporary Vision associate in some way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise, why are you getting involved in stuff that is none of your business? That's not Gunther's MO. It just doesn't. It doesn't jive. I don't know. What do you think, Dre? Am I the only one thinking this?
Nope, you are 100% correct. It's 0 sense for Gunther to just show up and start attacking Seth Rollins out of nowhere. Like you said, he's not a henchman. He's not a mercenary for hire. All this is, despite what that article says, this is some last minute thrown together shit. Gunther, for some reason, they thought Gunther versus Rey Mysterio was a WrestleMania match, which no. But Rey's out injured perpetually, and they had Seth versus Bron, which at least made sense from the Vision standpoint. But Bron was injured and didn't get healthy in time. So we got 2 top guys who should be on WrestleMania. For some reason, they think they have to have them up there. Neither one of them have a match, so fuck it, throw them together. Mm-hmm. And that's about probably as far as they thought of it. Got nothing for Gunther, got nothing for Seth. Fuck it, throw them together.
I know.
Despite the fact that it makes 0 sense whatsoever. I would have rather them just left Gunther off of WrestleMania.
I agree, dude.
I know that seems bad for somebody of his caliber, but if you ain't got shit for him, don't fucking force it. Mm-hmm. Just drag this, let the storyline carry through WrestleMania, and Braun's healthy. Bring Braun back after WrestleMania. He attacks Seth. Let that be one of your premiere matches for Backlash.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right. We now we have Tama Tonga coming out to the ring,
and I'll just say that whoever he's fighting, nobody cares.
Oh, Tama Tonga, yeah, we have Tama Tonga coming out to the ring.
No, nobody cares.
Howdy's already in the ring.
Whatever the hell we were already talking about.
I think Bray, not Bray Wyatt. Oh,
like I said,
Bo.
I'll just go back to what I had said beforehand, but
yeah,
they're gone with the idea that I had originally of having Gunther versus Lesnar wouldn't be in this goddamn situation.
Right. And not to mention the fact that, like, the only way to really capitalize on Rey Mysterio in any way, shape, or form is, like, to finalize, like, put the pin in the story between him and Dom. You know, you either have him finally whipping on his son and putting him in his place and, you know, winning that match, maybe turning Dom into a face at the end of it because his dad whooped him so bad, or you have him giving his son a big push and, you know, dropping at the match. You know, that's what everybody wants to see. I not him ending his career against Gunther. It just doesn't make sense.
Exactly. So you're 100% right. That's literally all anyone cares about at this point with Rey. And if it's tough, it's hard to say it about Rey because obviously, you know, him having the status that he has, but fuck, dude, you can't even stay healthy anymore. Every time you come back, you last maybe a few weeks, and then you get another injury.
Yeah.
At this point, your body is telling you, dude, hang it up.
Right.
Come back, get into a final program with Dom, have the final match with Dom as your retirement match. Maybe that, like you said, that can potentially facilitate Dom turning babyface if he has, you know, if you make it like a real emotional match. I would have Dom, if it were me, I would have Dom go over his dad. I would have Dom defeat his dad, but make it emotional. And that can facilitate a face turn for Dom. And then Rey can go off into retirement, work behind the scenes in AAA, helping them out or whatever.
Right.
But right now, that's like the only thing Rey has left that anybody cares about, realistically.
Well, I guess we'll see. I mean, we'll see how long until he comes back. We'll see what they're going to do with Gunther. I mean, I absolutely agree, Dre. Maybe keeping Gunther off of the card was probably at best for the per story and the narrative. Even keeping Seth off. If you can't find Seth a proper fight, even if you couldn't get Braun, then just keep him off then. You know,
Yep.
I think we have enough wrestlers on the card that we can fill the card that we don't need to have them on. It sucks, but like people keep getting hurt, and that's
the thing. Maybe I shouldn't be in the.
What's that?
Now I'm starting to think. I was gonna say now I'm starting to think maybe I shouldn't be in WWE's writers room because I probably end up getting fired.
They're like, no, we need people to wrestle.
Motherfuckers need to hire me, give me a check for these storylines I'll be coming up with. Maybe I don't need to be because I'd be a petty motherfucker in that room right now.
No, you just be doing stuff that makes sense.
That Gunther Seth shit, and I've just been looking around at everybody like, really? Really? The best y'all can come up with? Or silly, like, all right, how are we gonna move this Gunther Seth storyline along? I'll be sitting there underneath my breath. When that dirty shit you to do with Gunther, fucking wrestler. Like somebody's been snapped on me and wanted to fight me in that room because.
But like at the end of the day, like I get wanting to capitalize on your superstars that bring the tickets that people want to see, you know, and that's all well and good, but you also got to think about your viewership. You know what I mean? It's one thing to sell the tickets and put the people in the seats, but if you're forcing a storyline that people aren't interested in, and there's a good chance they're going to turn on the channel, you can't control that. You know what I mean? Like that's, you know, oh well, why did our viewership go down during this match? Because it didn't make sense. Because the action wasn't good. Like, so they just went and watched something else, or, you know, put on some music until this match was done. And then they tuned in for the next match.
Yeah, you can't force a name just for a name. If people don't care, they're not going to be invested. And just forcing somebody in there just because they're a name, if you don't have any good reason for it, can be more harmful than good. Because if it feels forced, if it makes no sense, if people aren't invested in it, it makes the overall product look bad.
Yep.
Regardless of how good of a actual in-ring match Gunther and Seth Rollins can have, I think the fact that this is just so very clearly thrown together at the last minute for no reason whatsoever, I think it brings down the card. Honestly, I think it brings down the WrestleMania card. They would have to pull some incredible shit out their ass in these last 2 weeks to make that feel like a WrestleMania worthwhile match that deserves to be up there. As it stands right now, it's not.
Agreed.
It's just very clearly just some haphazardly thrown together shit that makes no sense. Like, how the hell did we get Seth Rollins versus Gunther as an announced WrestleMania match before we get Io Sky versus Asuka? And that storyline's been going on for weeks now.
Oh, I know. We'll get that.
And the whole Asuka Kyrie saga has been going on for months.
That's gonna pay off.
Have that match announced, but y'all can throw together fucking Seth versus Gunther.
Smackdown
on a whim.
We need to
after they interact with each other.
It's gonna be the Smackdown before Mania, where the Andre the Giant Battle Royal is and all that, where the tag titles will be put on the line, you know, oh god.
I mean, to Dre's point, it all kind of feels very much like how this MFT and the Wyatt Six storyline feels. Just very like, you know, nobody really wanted this.
Well, you know why? Do you know why, Tyler? It's because we have now 3 hours of SmackDown. And we have to pepper in more shit because the writers feel like now we have so much we have to jam in this. You can't.
You mean like Uncle Howdy's jamming his freaking mandible claw in?
Damn.
He's
now Solo's coming out with the lantern and he's swinging the lantern like teasing. Come on, man.
Like, hey,
this is us. No, he's gonna. He got attacked from behind. Oh no.
The ref's gonna check on him.
Oh, and now Solo's going to hit him with the lamp. But the ref saw it.
The ref's
like, I saw you with that lamp. Get out of here, man. Get out of here.
You're out.
Yeah. Oh, man. Tamatunga, there's some beef going on him. And Solo, he doesn't want Solo's help.
I will.
But you know what? The distraction. Got the Sister Abigail. 1, 2, 3. A win for Bo. Look at that. Oh, man.
I believe again.
All right, now we're going to see Solo. Tama Tonga. Let's see if they do anything in this interaction in the ring now that they lost. Maybe at the distraction of Solo.
I do see this causing some kind of a drama simply for the fact that Solo said he was going to do his thing alone, but then came out during Tonga Tama's match.
You know what?
Like
Despite Jimmy Uso being world champion and then putting the Usos back together to make them,
You mean
tag
Jay
champs. Jay was world champion.
You said Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy. Jay Uso being world champion. They put him and Jimmy back together because I just think the thing was running its course.
Oh boy.
Another Bloodline member that has done very well on their own though has been Jacob Fatu. Jacob, I don't think needs the Bloodline. He doesn't need the MFTs. And I wonder, do you think Tama Tonga is on that list of guys who might not need the Bloodline or the MFTs? MFGs?
He just hands back the lamp.
Thank
Just like that.
God.
MFTs, yeah. Yeah.
Finally
Take
did something interesting to move this fucking storyline along.
Mm-hmm.
Just give the goddamn lantern back to fucking Uncle Howdy and move the MFT storyline forward.
What the hell happened to Miz?
Now we got the Miz and we got Kit Williams backstage.
Hold on, I'm getting major
Wilson, I mean. Oh, Kit Wilson, that's what it is. Kit Wilson.
What was that storyline that Baron Corbin went through when he was just down on his luck?
Bad Luck Corbin.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting from Miz right now.
Sad Corbin, right?
That's
when
what
he
I'm
was
getting
just
from
depressed.
Miz right now. Yeah.
We get Bald R-Truth. Still not used to it, man.
No.
I'm still not used to it. I know it's been a while. It
looks good on him, though.
It looks good on him, but I'm just not used to it.
Yeah. It's a good look for him.
No, that'd be like if... I don't know.
Why is anybody hanging out with Kit Wilson and his freaking pearl necklace, though?
You know what you are, Tyler?
What?
You're toxic.
Oh, God.
You're toxic. You're being toxic right now.
Toxic.
Yeah?
I can't believe they made Kit Wilson lose the fucking jelly roll last week.
Does it make you sour when a celebrity beats a professional wrestler? Does it? Tell me a celebrity who beat a professional wrestler that really upset you. Name one, and I'll tell you mine. But I want to see if you guys can guess what mine is.
Donald Trump.
No.
David.
No. Celebrity who beat a professional wrestler that upset me the most.
Oh, David Arquette.
Nope.
I know this. Oh,
Nope.
I thought I knew this one.
Nope.
Is it about to say Lawrence Taylor beating Bam Bam Bigelow?
Nope.
What is it?
That's a
The
good one,
Arrow
but
guy,
no.
Stephen Amell?
Nope.
Oh.
No. Damn, these are all good ones, but no. No. I'll give you a hint. He beat John Cena.
That's not really a hint.
Yeah, he beat John Cena. Think of a celebrity that beat John Cena, that pinned him. And you know what? It was disgusting. It wasn't even a good celebrity either. It was a shitty celebrity.
Like a Z-list celebrity?
I wouldn't even consider him a celebrity. He's only a celebrity because of who he was sleeping with.
Oh. Not John.
No.
No, he's talking about fucking
Come on, Dre. Yes!
Kevin Federline.
Federline, yes.
Oh, shit.
God damn, dude.
He beat John Cena? They let that happen?
They let that happen.
Oh, God. Talk about one of the few red marks in John Cena's career.
Oh, God, dude.
Because there's probably only a handful of them, and that's got to be one of them?
Yeah.
But John Cena wasn't John Cena then. He hasn't been world champion yet.
Well...
Why do I feel like
on
this
January
is
1st, 2007.
Yeah,
he's champion way past... This is 2007, Dre. Episode of Raw, celebrity Kevin Federline shocked the wrestling world by defeating John Cena in a no disqualification match. Federline won following a low blow and interference from Umaga, who attacked John Cena with the WWE Championship belt. Cena gained revenge later that night by hitting Federline with the Attitude Adjustment.
So the main storyline going on at the time was John Cena and Umaga. And then John Cena did a side adventure with Kevin Federline.
Yes, 2007. The legacy here, the loss is frequently cited as one of the most surprising yet heavily assisted upsets in WWE Raw history. Goddamn right, dude. Some of those just but anyway, Jelly Roll. I heard he's been doing some work down at the Performance Center, even helping breaking down the ring and cleaning it and stuff, like pulling his weight.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Trying to get his bones. So, what is it, Dre? Are you just not a fan of Jelly Roll as a singer? Or are you just not a fan of him as inserting himself into wrestling? Because in the past we've had people like Bad Bunny put himself into wrestling. You know, we've had other musicians, we've had other actors, we've had other people, but most notably Logan Paul. And it was not a WWE wrestler. He inserted himself in due to his popularity elsewhere and kept inserting himself more and more until he started performing. It worked.
And then what happened? 1-2 matches, and now Logan Paul is going into WrestleMania as a World Tag Team Champion. Like,
I feel like he's full time now.
Logan Paul is definitely full time. But do you ever see Jelly Roll doing more in WWE after WrestleMania? In ring wise, no. This is be his first single. No, okay. You think this is it?
No, I think his career is one. I think his music career or whatever is too big for him to make a full time commitment to WWE. Unlike Logan Paul, who is essentially just famous for this, was a content creator. He didn't really have a quote unquote career per se. I mean, he's a content creator. That was his career prior to WWE.
Right.
This is, so Logan Paul had the time to put in and the natural athletic ability that we saw in the few matches he had as part-time. So he put the work in, and over time, developed himself into being a, legitimate WWE wrestler as he's gone full-time. You really think about it. Logan Paul only recently made WWE his full-time commitment. Like, he just did that towards the middle or end of last year or beginning of this year or something like that, where he finally said, I'm full-time WWE now. Before that, it's always been part-time, periodic, and he's gotten by obviously putting in the work, but also having natural athletic ability. That's worked in his favor. I don't have anything against Jelly Roll. He seems like a decent person. I did also read the story about him working down at the PC and cleaning up the ring. Nobody prompted him to do that. He just supposedly just did it of his own, yada, yada. So, I respect him on that end for that. But that doesn't mean that he goes into a wrestling ring with the credibility of being able to beat full-time WWE wrestlers.
I know.
Not from that standpoint. It was one thing when he did the match with Randy as a, celebrity match, whatever. He was working with other wrestlers and tag team stuff like that. Yeah, gimmicks, things like that. Sure, they can win, but remember they lost that match. If I'm not mistaken, they didn't even win that match that he had.
Right.
And you're telling me that this guy, not a full-time wrestler, has limited work in the, as far as training or whatever, but he can just come out and in his first ever singles match beat a bona fide full-time WWE wrestler. No.
Toxic, man. It's toxic.
Absolutely the fuck not. Should he win at some point if he continues to do this? Yes. But his first match ever as a singles, his first single match ever? No. There's no reason why he should have won that match.
I want to bring this up. We had a backstage segment here with Jacob 52 cutting a promo. And then we cut to Sami Zayn walking backstage with the United States title on his shoulder. But the crowd booing Sami Zayn. Now, not too long ago, guys, a few years ago, Sami Zayn was on top of the fucking world. This guy there was a point where, it really peaked with Sami Zayn. I was like, I believe they could really make him world champion right now, and I think everybody would be happy.
Yeah.
They kind of they didn't cash in on it. Sami Zayn, this is like right as he left the bloodline.
Who's Trick rotating
Hold on,
with?
sir. The People's Champion is coming.
I can't believe you just said that.
Yeah. Here, I'll play this
Is
for
that
you,
Travis
Dre.
Scott?
I'll play it for you, Dre.
There's no need to play it. It's on the TV. It's on the TV.
We can't hear it.
Yeah,
it is Travis
the
Scott,
people
isn't
who
it?
are listening can't hear it. But yeah, Trick Williams is making his way down. Who is with Trick Williams?
It's not Travis Scott. No, that
Lil Yachty.
Little Hootie? Who's that?
Rapper
Little
Lil
Yachty? Little
Hootie.
Little Yachty. Gotcha.
I swear to God,
Rapper, I have no idea who that is. Is he? No,
you just birthed the new rapper name. Somebody's gonna be calling
Little
themselves
Hootie?
Little Hootie here, and not too long now.
Who? Give me the who?
That's gonna be the #1 single. Great, Jesus, you just created a superstar somewhere.
Yeah, that's my rapper name, by the way.
Oh crap!
Little Hootie.
Just like Randy Marsh is Lord. Let me find
Damn.
out.
I gotta tell you, Trick, I don't know how you do it. It's very difficult to keep everything white and keeping it white.
Sounded so terrible.
Hey, he's got these white outfit, dude. He's just pure white, and he always keeps it so clean. It's gonna be that's so difficult to do.
Let me guess. Lemon Pepper Steppers?
Probably.
Dumbest
Probably.
thing I've ever heard of.
I know we have it on mute, but I'm sure the crowd is, pumped, popping. And honestly, dude, that is one of the entrances I am super excited for at WrestleMania. That crowd is going to be fucking bumping.
Much like that PA system. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Listen,
yeah.
I know I told you about it, but I ran an experiment in my car, and I played Trick Williams' entry, his theme song. Holy shit. I don't think I've ever felt my car vibrate so much.
Yeah, you know what? There are some theme musics that are really have some bass to them.
Like-
Alexa Bliss,
Yeah.
Io Sky, a lot of those have Batista's music.
Thank goodness YouTube doesn't have an equalizer, because if I had preset the bass on it, and I already have the bass up 2 or 3 notches on my car, I probably would have blown the speakers out, in all honesty.
All right. So they still billing Trick Williams as a heel, or is he going to be cheered on here? I don't know if you have audio playing for you over there, but let me know. What's the crowd feeling? Is the crowd cheering him now? Now that the music is off, I get it. There are wrestlers who are over just because of their entrance, but it is while he's cutting this promo in this ring, is the crowd cheering him or booing him? I'm sure if you bring out Sammy, I'm sure Sam. They're cheering. All right, that's good. Good. So I like to hear, man.
We have a heel that's getting over like a face.
Yeah, and a face who's getting over like a heel.
So it's kind of like the Randy Orton Cody Rhodes situation.
It's very very similar. The crowd's gonna cheer who they want to cheer, hate who they want to hate. I have no beef with Sammy. Just fucking, I feel like he's just gonna hold the title. A lot of these people who have won these titles in the past few weeks, I feel like they're just title holders because they expect a huge amount of title changes at Mania, 6 of them. That's a lot of title changes in one night.
You just call Sami Zayn the gingerbread man.
Oh, the gingerbread man. Yeah, they're expecting.
Not to control buttons.
They're expecting betting odds for WrestleMania 42 suggest 6 title changes that could happen. Here are the current favorites according to the latest odds provided by Bet Online. World Heavyweight Championship Roman Reigns under 300 is the clear favorite to defeat CM Punk, who's over 200. Undisputed WWE Champion Randy Orton under 180 is the favorite to beat champion Cody Rhodes, who's over 140. WWE Championship Rhea is under 325. Betting odds is favored to beat champion Jade Cargill over 215 betting odds. Women's World Championship Liv Morgan under 55. 550. Betting odds is heavily favored to defeat champion Stephanie Vaquer, who is over 325. Women's Intercontinental Championship, under 350. Becky Lynch is the favorite to beat champion AJ Lee, over 225. United States champion Trick Williams, under 50. United States Championship Trick Williams, under 50. Why is the United States champion? United States Championship match. Sorry, okay. Trick Williams, under 500, is the big favorite to beat Sami Zayn, over 300. Yeah. So I'm sorry, I wasn't watching the screen for SmackDown. Sammy get booed on his way out?
Yeah,
it is okay. Yeah, booing. Yeah,
he didn't get any kind of pop. His music hit, and there was no pop.
No pop. Okay.
It just based on I don't know. It felt like a moment there would be. I'm not gonna say Dominic Mysterio level boos, but I wouldn't have expected.
No, Dom's a dirty Dom. He's a different type of booing, I believe, than Sammy. Sammy's more of a. We're kind of bored with you. We're annoyed with you, Sammy. Maybe we just don't want you here right now, Sammy. Maybe we want you somewhere else. I think you know what I think we're missing right now. I think we're missing to get Sammy out of this slump. It sucks, but you gotta put Sammy in a tag team, man. You gotta put him in a tag team. Who would be the guy to lift Sami Zayn's character up?
Danhausen.
No.
Oh, wait a second.
Maybe you didn't hear me the first time Sami Zayn popped up on TV, so allow me to repeat myself. Fuck Sami Zayn.
No, we heard.
No.
This is the second time he is stolen. No, man, I'm gonna wait till we go to commercial, then I'll go on my rant about Sami Zayn.
I have a side venture.
He just talked about humbling Trick Williams at WrestleMania and got light boos, and the crowd response to him saying that after the light boos was starting to chant "Whoop that Trick." They are clearly on Trick Williams' side in this feud.
Right.
I do have a fun fact for you, Dre. Can you guess, by the information that I gave you, the name of this wrestler? Their height, their height on the website is listed at 6'7". They weigh 300 pounds, and they are from someplace far away. Can you guess the wrestler?
Currently on the roster.
300 pounds.
Someplace far away. Yeah, that's literally what is everything. Yes. Yep. All verbatim.
Not an actual location, just
someplace far away.
300 pounds, someplace far away.
Yep.
Sounds like Uncle Howdy.
No.
You know what? Close though, but no.
Yeah. Same Close. Level of mystique type stuff. Yes.
Dead air. I like it.
He's thinking.
Should I just play it? I'll play you the hint. Nothing.
I didn't hear the music.
Oh, that's even more difficult. It's Danhausen.
Yeah.
It's Danhausen. It's listed on WWE.com, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, WWE. I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
6'7", 300 pounds.
So we have Carmelo Hayes coming out, cutting a promo, and rightfully so. Carmelo Hayes. I said it last week. We didn't have an episode last week, but I said it while I was watching it. I was like, this is so unfair to Carmelo Hayes. A lot of these wrestlers. This guy's busted their ass holding these titles, representing these titles for months. And then, thinking you're laying in bed and I'm going to WrestleMania as the United States champion. You know what I mean? I'm going to Mania. I've been, carrying this fucking title for a while. I'm going into Mania as the champ. And less than 2 weeks away, they fucking sweep it out from under you. And they give it to Gingerbread Man, fucking Sami Zayn, who's been just bitching and complaining backstage.
They took my gumdrop buttons.
Dude. What I said, I was getting at who... Before, Dre went off on me.
Mello, that's what I'm talking about, guys.
Before Dre.
I do agree that seeing Carmelo versus Trick for the United States Championship, or Carmelo versus anybody, would have been leagues better than shoehorning it onto Sami Zayn. I get it's not technically shoehorning it because Carmelo's been doing the open challenges.
Right. But still, like...
And that is the danger in an open challenge, is losing that title.
Trick Williams had a match for Mania before Sammy won that title, right? He had a match for Mania for the United States title. And Sammy, like, said, can I have a match at Mania? He goes, oh, well, I don't have any space. There's nowhere on the card for you. But then Trick gets one, and he's like, well, who am I facing? Well, we don't know yet. So, like, that made no sense. So how did he get on the card? And then Sammy, wiggled his way in.
Almost.
And are we gonna get a triple threat here? You think triple threat at Mania?
Yeah. That's what it's feeling like. Otherwise, I don't think all three of them will be in the ring.
No, I want to talk about the other mid card title after this segment.
But it feels like to your point, Sami Zayn has been taking lessons from a certain road traveled, so to speak. Are you catching my drift?
No, I'm not.
No? Cody Rhodes?
No. I'm telling you, man, if Sami Zayn, for me, the only way to make Sami interesting for me is you got to bring somebody back who's kind of away right now, and they're away because they're injured, and that's Kevin Owens. Put Sami and Kevin Owens back together as a team. They were great. I've seen them rivalry enough, but put them together as a tag team, whatever. Tag team division was good when we had Kevin Owens and Sami as a tag team. We had the Usos as a tag team.
Yeah.
Make the tag team division great again.
But it kind of kills off like the last thing that people remember of Kevin Owens being on that that bloodline sympathizer role.
What are you gonna do with Kevin when he gets back?
Well, it's simple, easy, very easy. Kevin Owens right back to Randy Orton, because then Randy Orton will have the title.
Oh, will he now?
Yes, he will. Oh. Listen. I stated it when I chose him for Elimination Chamber. I said he's going to win Elimination Chamber, go to WrestleMania, beat Cody. At the time, Drew McIntyre.
Simply fascinating. Is Carmelo Hayes, Dre getting over here with the crowd?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
He got in the chant, we want Melo. Well, yeah, I mean, basically, Melo came out, said that he wants a rematch, talked about how he carried that U.S. title for the last 9 weeks or whatever during the U.S. Open Challenge, and basically said that, the people want Melo versus Trick. So he wanted his rematch. Sami Zayn went on some long bullshit, white bread talk about, you're going to have to wait your chance, and I think the world of you, and, I don't feel, I'm glad that I'm the champion, I'm going out, but I don't feel bad that it came at your expense, and shut the fuck up, Sami Zayn. And basically, Melo just said, then do the right thing, give me my rematch. And the crowd chants, and he caved, and he said, fine. He's going to give Melo his rematch tonight, so we're going to get Melo versus Sami Zayn again tonight for the U.S. title, which makes me wonder if they're going to pivot on the supposed planned match for WrestleMania of it being Trick versus Sami one-on-one, and are they possibly going to turn it into a triple threat match? Because last week, as I'm sure y'all are aware, the reactions to Sami Zayn winning that title off to Carmelo Hayes and basically which basically kicked Melo off of the WrestleMania card, people didn't respond to that well. Hence the we want Melo chance that came out in the arena tonight. But yeah, people didn't respond too well to it because they felt like, just as Melo was saying himself in the ring, Melo been putting in this work for these last 9 weeks, having that U.S. Open Challenge, having banger matches with the likes of Dragon Lee, Sami Zayn, and Ilya Dragunov, and them running back their series, and other people. Good matches. The people felt like Melo had earned a spot on the WrestleMania card with the work he's been doing. And then for it to get snatched away from him in the last, in the last hour, in the closing weeks before, Yeah, people didn't like that. So I'm wondering, in this match, are they going to use this match to somehow get Melo back into the match at WrestleMania, making it a triple threat due to some, false finish or controversial finish? Or are they going to try to use this to essentially bury Melo out of the picture, saying, all right, you lost twice, now you're out, and solidify it as Trick versus Sammy 1v1? I wonder how they're going to do what they're going to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
Sick entrance.
Yeah, Aleister Black and Selena Vega are now coming out. Yeah, an awesome entrance with Selena Vega. Sexy.
She's got a hell of a six pack on her. I'll give her that. She works for her physique.
Look at the buns on that. Yeah, he must work out.
Oh my god. He
must go to the performance center. Shit. All right, I spoke to Tyler about this one day, like in the car. If these two characters, superstars, were still in the company, I'd put this together as a stable. Okay, Aleister Black, Selena Vega, Damian Priest, Karrion Kross, and Scarlett Bordeaux.
Yeah.
Can you picture that as a stable? A better version of what Judgment Day should have been.
Yes.
And throw Rhea in there. Throw Rhea in there. That's a better version of what Judgment Day should have been.
How do you think?
I just feel like those characters, just their gimmicks, their styles, they kind of fit together.
I feel like that's what Judgment Day was intended to be.
And never was.
Then, yeah, like I don't know what level of how far Cope wanted to take the mystique and everything like that, but I feel like those three individuals, possibly four with Rhea, like that's where it would have been headed. Mm-hmm. And I think it would have sold well. Look at House of Black in ACW or AEW.
I respectfully disagree with that. I think it wasn't going really that well with Edge trying to, with the whatever mystical dark whatever shit that he was talking about at the time. I think that wasn't really resonating with people, and I think that's part of why Judgment Day took so long to really get going and take off. I mean, stuff like that really doesn't work in today's wrestling. That's why the freaking Wyatt Six doesn't work now. Like that respectfully, that goofy shit don't fly no more. Like not in today's professional wrestling landscape. And I don't know why Edge wanted to go back to that in the first place. The Judgment Day first started to get interesting when they kicked him out.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know how just we're gonna get all the emo looking people together and that's a better Judgment Day. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Wait a second. You just think because I just pick stereotypes and put them together? That's not right.
Just a quick side note here. I can tell that WWE has not updated their posturing thing between commercials.
The what do they call those things? The loading screen during the ads or whatever.
Because they just had R-Truth on there with a full head of hair.
Oh yeah, they had BFAB with the Street Profits.
Oh, the Street Profits were there too? I didn't even catch that part.
Yeah, they had. Yeah, and look,
Jordan
they have Jordan Grace, who's like I don't know the last time I saw Jordan Grace. She's like,
wasn't she supposed to have some issue with Jade?
She got injured. That's right, she injured her foot. Anyway, real quick, I wanted to pepper in, since we talked about the United States title, I want to talk about the IC title. On Raw, Kofi Kingston answered a open challenge for the IC title against Penta. They had a pretty good match. Grayson Waller tried to interfere. Kofi wanted to kind of do it on his own. And we saw him hit a Trouble in Paradise, which, by the way, won him the WWE title. At WrestleMania against Daniel Bryan. Trouble in Paradise to Penta, went for the pin, kicked out. Penta then got a Mexican Destroyer to win the match and retain his title. And then they do this thing where I'm not a fan of. It's the interviews right after the match because the wrestler's just like, so can you please tell us how did that match go? Well, I mean, you were fucking there. It just happened. Let me catch my breath. Like, whew. Especially when they ask, like, you know, could you ever see them, like, interviewing, like, Bronson Reed or something, like, after a match? Like, just, you know, some of these guys just winded. And I'm not for the interviews right after the match. I mean, afterwards, like, when they're backstage and they're, like, you know, they're getting ready to leave, and it's like they're on their way out.
Right.
I've seen interviews like that I'm fine with. But anyway, Penta mentioned that we are going to have a ladder match, a multi-man ladder match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I mentioned earlier in the episode I was excited for the Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi match, but this is another match you could put on my card as matches I'm very excited for. Ladder matches? Are you kidding me? Penta, I don't know exactly. I'm going to pull it up here in a second and see who they do have listed for the WWE IC title Intercontinental match. In the meantime, Tyler, can you tell me what's happening on SmackDown?
Right now we have Matt Cardona taking on Aleister Black. This was after an interaction that they had backstage. Matt Cardona was getting his arm looked at by medical. And Aleister Black and Zelina showed up, and they had a brief interaction. So I guess that is what led to the current match that is on TV right now. What's the mood for the match feeling like, Dre?
Mood for this match?
Yeah, as far as like the crowd,
it's happening.
It's there. It's going on.
Versus Matt Cardona, like neither one of them are really having a whole lot going on. So
right.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
I know that the crowd's going to be too invested in this match here.
No, you brought Chelsea Green out.
I mean, to touch on the ladder match that we're getting from Penta. I like that we are getting a multi-man ladder match.
Yes.
I kind of wish they would have tweaked it just a little bit, just to make it a little bit more interesting, instead of like announcing ahead of time. Because originally what happened was Penta, he came to the ring and he said, yeah, he's going to defend the title at WrestleMania in a ladder match.
Yeah.
But that's all that Penta said when he cut his promo. Is that so? All we knew at the moment when he was done was Penta, IC title match, ladder match. We didn't know who it was going to be against. I kind of wish they would have left it like that.
Yeah.
So like his opponents were a mystery?
Like open challenge, like a mystery, like we don't know who it's going to be.
Like they would have just left it like an open challenge. Like if he would have came out there and said, I'm gonna defend my title in a ladder match in an open challenge and make us think. And so he has it, ladders up in there. Who's his opponent? He thinks it's an open challenge, but he thinks it's just one person. And
yeah.
Then, say some person comes down, maybe those two start going at it in a match, and then somebody, like at some random point in the match, not at a timer, like every 3 minutes or anything like that, but just randomly at some point in the match, somebody else's music hits.
Okay.
And somebody else comes down and joins in on the match. And at a random point, somebody else's music hits. And they'd have just done it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, and eventually we get to like 5 or 6 people all in this match at once. Like, I think that could have been much more interesting. Because one, we'd have had the interest of an open challenge, which is something, yeah, maybe copying the U.S. title, but you're doing it differently because it's a ladder match.
Right.
And it's at WrestleMania. So you have the intrigue of who's his opponent could be. That gives you free discussion for these few weeks because everybody's going to speculate who's his opponent going to be? Who's his opponent going to be? Is it going to be Dom? Is it going to be this person? Is it going to be that person? That gets people talking. That gets people interested. And then when his music hits and he comes out there, you get his actual opponent, and then the match itself gets good because you have random people coming out. So now you have everybody, after you get like the second or third person coming out, now people are wondering, well, shit, how many people are going to enter? Like, I think that could have been much more interesting and much better than just all right, ladder match and all these people.
Yeah,
Because
I do.
And nothing against the match. I think it's going to be a good match, but who all is really, who all's really stands a chance in that match?
Right. I brought up I found it on Wikipedia. Right now, it currently for the Fatal 5-Way ladder match, so it's a 5-way. So that's kind of random. For the WWE Intercontinental title, it's going to be Penta versus Javon Evans versus Dragon Lee versus JD McDonough versus Rusev.
Yeah, I do remember seeing that when they put the promo up, and I was not very enthused.
Yeah,
that's only 4.
Yeah,
Penta, Javon, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough,
and Rusev. Yeah, it's 5.
So yeah, look at that.
Look at that lineup.
One person in that fucking match who remotely stands a chance of coming out, other than Penta, and that's Javon Evans.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Rusev.
I would have said I would have said I would have said per Judgment Day story I would say JD McDonough.
Yeah.
Now JD comes back Judgment Day with because how else? Come on, did you think JD's gonna win that title in a 1-on-1 match? The only way he could win
JD's gonna win any fucking title.
He's won the tag titles multiple times.
But to Dre's point though, that's tag. Yeah.
Hey, I discussed not too long ago. What do you think they were gonna do with JD McDonough after?
Not a goddamn thing.
All right, you know what?
He'll be a member of that group until they ultimately break up, and then he will probably be.
I'll tell you what, Dre. If there's ever a match that always upsets me with the winner, it's always a ladder match. Because do you know how many times I suspect so-and-so is going to win it? Oh my God, Mustafa Ali is going to win the title, right? No. And Brock Lesnar's music hits, and he runs to the ring, and Mustafa Ali just sits there and stares at him, Or, AJ Lee's going to win, or not AJ Lee, AJ Styles is going to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. Oh, he drops it to Otis. No, dude, there's, when John Cena won the Money in the Bank briefcase because the fucking handle broke. There's sometimes people win matches in ladder matches, and I don't think it's shocking. Zack Ryder win the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania. It's just random. Oh my God! But I'm just saying. Nope.
You think?
Nope. I'm just saying. There's a possibility
off of Dirty Dominic Mysterio, a member of the Judgment Day.
Yep.
Put it on Penta.
Yep.
Just to put it back on JD fucking McDonough, member of the Judgment Day.
Yep. Because,
I mean, you know what?
Wait,
it's a long way around to do it, but I can see the logic there, because then that creates more contention that Finn can feed on. Within, he can pit JD and Dom against each other and cause that inner friction with them, and it distracts Dom for Finn to get the one up on Dom.
Do you think they
Why would Finn want to pit two people he has beef with against each other?
Because then JD is less likely to help Dom out when Finn's out there whooping his ass.
Yeah, that's true.
Or he could just whoop all their asses like.
Why would they put the United States title on Sami Zayn to take it off and then put Carmelo Hayes in a match in a triple threat? No, I know.
There's no sense being made.
Do you know what? There is a lot of storylines to this WrestleMania that just don't fucking make sense. And this match, this lineup, these guys in this match, these 5 guys, these 4 other guys they put in this match.
Javion Evans really doesn't make sense.
I'm sure Javon Evans.
Who doesn't make sense?
Javon. No, Javon
Evans the one that doesn't
make sense. Because if you think about it, all of with the exception of JD, I would say.
By the way, Zack Ryder, and Matt Cardona,
everybody,
Aleister Black match still going on,
and he winning.
Yeah. But I mean, from already having some kind of a past match with Penta. You know what I mean? Penta's had a match with Rusev, I believe, a series of matches. He's had a series of matches with Dragon Lee, especially for But they've it makes Javon hasn't had any type of interaction with Penta.
I know it does seem kind of weird and random.
Has done win,
but he has won.
But he also has the
matches.
But he also has the match. He's also got the storyline going on with Kofi Kingston and Grayson Waller. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that storyline is headed to. Ooh.
Which
you
could
stopped
play
me
into this match.
You stopped me in my tracks. Yeah. Yeah.
Kofi could get involved in this to maybe help Javon Evans win if Javon Evans turns heel or something like that. At least there's some storyline that could potentially play into that. Or Javon Evans could come up short, which could maybe convince him to realize, okay, I need something more than just raw talent. I need something else, which could get him to buy
into Kofi's,
Kofi Kingston or something like that. Yes, at least there's something there. And again, he's probably the only one that has a chance of winning this match other than Penta.
I could see him.
One of the hottest wrestlers right now.
Penta
he actually has wins under his belt and is exciting. You know he's gonna fly all over the place in that match. Him and at least Dragon Lee has been putting on some good matches. Freaking Rusev just got his shit tossed by Obafemi a few weeks back.
Yeah, he tossed his salad pretty good.
JD McDonough again. JD McDonough is just there.
I want to bring this up to the one person who's listening to the show who's like,
shit on JD McDonough because JD McDonough can't wrestle his ass off. So
yep.
He can cook in the ring.
I know there's one listener who's very concerned about what's going on with the match on SmackDown. Aleister Black won, and he took his hot wife with him. Anyway, moving on. Now we got a backstage segment with
Hello, Bailey.
Bailey. Bailey. Oh, Bailey. Welcome to SmackDown.
Don't ruin it.
Don't ruin it.
You just made it weird. Why'd you have to go
Lyra and we got the interviewer there. Yeah, they're cutting a promo. I assume.
Vince.
Thank you. No, that'd be like, I'm gonna poop on you. Give me somebody to poop on. Where's Brock Lesnar?
I'll give you $20,000 in a main roster spot.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I don't know. It's harkening back to the Intercontinental. I do agree with Dre's idea. You know, having it be a mystery, you know, a couple times, maybe it gets close to what you think is the end of the match, and then boom, another music hits.
Yeah,
it really would have pushed that match over the edge.
Oh, you guys remember Obafemi and Brock Lesnar interfering coming face to face on Raw, and then we had Triple H do his Dana White impersonation, you know, getting in between the two wrestlers, putting his hands on the chest, and you know, but he didn't come out though for Cody and Randy.
No,
he didn't come out for Punk and Orton.
No,
Punk and Roman. Yeah, later in the night though. Oh, well, it's not that important of a match, you know, not like this one. People were actually excited for this one.
Yeah, that was pretty. And I don't know if any other eagle-eyed viewers caught this, but he came literally out of nowhere.
To Triple H?
Yeah, like his spot.
He was hiding under the ring.
He had to be somewhere else because his spot is typically in Gorilla. So you're coming down the ramp from that position. Yeah. Unless you are going all the the way, you know, around the arena.
You know who else did that today? Pat McAfee. Nobody saw Pat McAfee coming.
True.
Right?
I did see something. I kind of want to get what Dre's thought on this.
Let's hear it.
So I did see a post earlier in the week, and it was Matt Hardy commenting on the whole Vision winning the titles from the Uso situation, as happened on Monday. And he said something to the effect of how it's such a disgrace, and wouldn't it be something if the Hardy Boys came back at WrestleMania 42 and brought the titles back home?
Yes.
How would you feel about that? No. Huh.
Just simple. Just no. I mean, I have nothing against Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. Obviously, they're legends, but I need them to stop trying. I need Matt specifically because Matt does it more so than Jeff. I need Matt to stop trying to angle for another shot back in WWE.
Like WrestleMania 33 when they came back.
Dude, that crowd popped.
So
hard.
Yeah. Because they've been away for a long time. Like at that point, it made sense. Like, but now you're in TNA, just working TNA. They have a relationship with WWE. If they want to bring you in, they'll bring you in. But doing something like this, like, oh man, that sucks. How interesting would it be if we showed up at WrestleMania and took the tag title. No. Nobody wants to see you respectfully. Nobody wants to see you and Jeff beating Logan Paul and
But then we might get the Usos versus the Hardys.
We might get the what?
The Usos versus the Hardys.
That would be like if that was on the fantasy
the Usos
match
and the Hardys can happen
tournament
on its own. You don't have to job out Logan Paul and Austin Theory to the Hardys to get there.
Yeah. Okay. How about this, Jay? Right? The Hardys come out at WrestleMania, right? But then all of a sudden, on their way out, Jeff Hardy's doing his fucking dance. Gunther comes out and chokes them both out. Chokes out Jeff. Jeff taps out, and then he goes and grabs Matt Hardy and he chokes him out, and then they both have to retire. How does that make you feel? Then will you be happy? Will you be happy then? It'll be Gunther versus the Hardys, and he chokes them both out at the same time. Then they can both retire.
One under each area, whispers. One in each arm, and whispers in their ear, "Go to sleep. Go to sleep."
He just retires both Hardys at once.
I think that was probably like the funniest part of that whole interaction between Gunther and Rollins was like the camera being so close enough to be able to hear him say, "Go to sleep, go to sleep."
I'll tell you what. The other week with Rollins, out. I guess it was at the police taking Rollins.
Yeah,
there's a lot of cursing, and they didn't. Whoever was on the button was not on the button very well. But yet they can, anytime there's a wardrobe malfunction, they're pretty quick to the button. But not at first. Words, I guess. Audio is a little bit more difficult.
God forbid America sees a nipple, but,
I know.
They can hear the F-bomb.
Hey, you know what, though? After all the wrestlers can wrestle with no shirts on.
Yeah, because America doesn't. We all know America can't handle a nipple.
No, they can't, dude. It's bad enough when
I saw a nipple the other day and lost my freaking mind.
Shit.
It's bad enough I gotta see Bronson's nipple usually every week.
I mean,
pops out of his singlet. Tyler, that was not from the soundboard.
It wasn't from the soundboard.
That was old-fashioned soundboard. It's that's how they used to do it back on the radio.
Analog.
Yeah, dude. They didn't have soundboards back then when they did the radio. They had instruments and stuff on the side. I have a keyboard here, Dre, for the podcast, but I have yet to use it.
He's been cracking the whip on me almost literally and figuratively.
I'm thinking of a space to put it, set it up, and can we use the keyboard for something? And I don't know. We haven't thought of anything yet. Little jangles we can make.
Make a jingle jangle for this match. This Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi.
So much testosterone in this match.
Jeez, like Godzilla versus freaking Mothra or something like that.
No, go ahead, say it.
No,
go ahead, say it, Tyler.
Nope. It's
Tyler
Godzilla versus Mothra.
Tyler said to me the other day, "This really feels like Godzilla versus King Kong." He goes, "That sounds a little racist, doesn't it?" I'm like, I don't know. I'll bring it up on the podcast and see what Dre thinks. Because I was like, that doesn't sound racist at all, dude. It's literally two fucking monsters. Two big beasts, man. Two 300-pound plus monsters. It's just this big men slapping meat, dude. I'm excited for this match. I'm very excited for this match. And I'm still on the fence who I believe is going to go over, and I'm not going to reveal that just yet, but dude, the poor sons of bitches that Oba Femi was tossing the fuck around.
Remains unchanged.
The
remains unchanged. Oba needs to win. What I am curious about, though, is that they kept referring to this as main event.
Yes.
Does this match have enough hype and anticipation that it could potentially bump Cody and Randy out of the main event spot on night one?
I 100% believe that.
We know Roman and Punk are main eventing night two. We already know that. That match ain't going nowhere. But could this match bump Cody versus Randy Orton out of the main event spot on night one?
I don't think so. Because I think they got enough heat when they did it to Jey Uso's match that they don't want to make that mistake again. Because then it just takes away the meaning of winning either Elimination Chamber or Royal Rumble. You know what I mean? Whichever person wins and they get bumped, that their main event match that they're guaranteed, gets bumped for a match that's not even a title match. That
yeah, I get it, but for Jay, they
you're in and out, Dre.
It sounds a little robotic.
I think we lost them all together.
Did we lose Trey? Oh my god.
Is he...
Hold on. Looks like something went wrong. Did we lose all internet?
Snap.
Looks like something... Oh, wait. I think Dre might be back. Or did we lose all internet?
I don't know.
Oh, Dre's back.
Dre? Did y'all lose it?
Yeah, I think we lost internet for a second. Oh, we got you back. It looks like you were kicked out.
But we also lost the current promo that they were cutting for Oba and Brock.
That's okay.
As you were saying, something to the effect of Jay
What I was saying was... what I was saying was that that they bumped... They did bump... well, they not bumped it, but yeah, they did bump the Jay Gunther match. Because, well, one, it just didn't have as much hype and anticipation compared to the other matches because of their own poor build-up for it. But it kicked off night 2, right?
I think it was co-main event to night 1, if I remember correctly. I can check real quick.
Yeah.
I thought it kicked off the second night.
Yeah. While we're waiting on that, I wanted to bring up WrestleMania this year where we're going to cover it again. It's going to be...
No. Where was it?
2 episodes again. It's not going to be one episode.
Night 1.
Oh, did it?
It was the very first match of WrestleMania. It kicked off night 1.
Huh.
Which, yeah, that was kind of a shitty thing. And yes, they did catch heat for that, deservedly so. But it's not like they haven't... Remember the year before that, WrestleMania 40 in Philly, the world title match kicked off night 2. Seth Rollins versus Drew. So, I mean, there's precedent for, the title match not main eventing, but in both of those cases, it was the world heavyweight title was the one that got bumped that wasn't in the main event, not the WWE title. So, I mean, if there's anything that could keep it as a main event is the fact that, one, is the WWE title as opposed to the world heavyweight title, and two, the fact that it's Cody Rhodes, who is face of the company right now. So I think those are probably the 2 arguments for keeping it in the main event slot of night 1. But I would argue that Oba versus Brock is probably the match that has the bigger anticipation. Now, what WWE could do, because we also know that this year they're doing something unprecedented in the sense that the first hour of both night 1 and night 2 of WrestleMania are going to be on ESPN. I think the first hour of night 1 is going to be on ESPN2 Saturday night, and the first hour of night 2 is going to be on ESPN, regular ESPN, Sunday night. They could put Oba versus Brock to kick off night 2 of WrestleMania, given how much people are really hyped for that match. If there was ever a big match that they wanted to give away, like if it were me, I would probably kick off night 1 with the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. And let that high-flying showcase kick off night 1 of WrestleMania. Get people, let that, match. Let them see like a Javon Evans and see how hype he, see him flying all over the place in Penta, see him flying all over the place, and let that high-flying thing really kick off and show that to the people for the free ski. And then for night 2, you give them the big hoss fight between the 2 big-name people, the guy Brock Lesnar, who everybody knows, not just for WWE, but also UFC and all that stuff, taking on this big dude of Oba Femi, who is, who represents the future as well. And Oba should win. And let that be your kickoff match for night 2 on ESPN to get that big crossover appeal. I think those could really serve well if you're going to put something in those spots on ESPN. I think that would make ESPN happy. I think that would draw a lot of eyes to it. And if anything, has the potential hope of bringing maybe some casual watchers in saying, holy shit, that's going on. And if they already had that ESPN Unlimited and they may possibly want to turn it back on, even though I'm pretty sure I dunked on that a while ago when people were talking about that with, I think, AEW doing that for free or something like that. But either way, I think that could potentially work. So if it's not gonna main event night one, I would have Oba versus Brock kick off night two.
Right. Right now, backstage, we have a segment with Damian Priest and R-Truth, and R-Truth is telling Damian, I have us a match against The Miz and Kit. And, Damian's just like, are you serious? Like, that's who we're facing? He says, dude, they're cursed. It's going to be easy. I got this. And R-Truth believes that Asuka is the one that cursed him backstage because of the face paint. I totally see it, R-Truth. I can understand why. So, yeah, that's the match that we're getting tonight. We're getting Truth and Priest versus The Miz and Kit Wilson.
I want to see an interaction between Danhausen and R-Truth so bad now.
We are now getting Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyrie. Next, on Raw, we had the Irresistible Forces.
Y'all got ahead of me.
Yeah, a little bit.
What?
A little bit.
We got the super.
We had to refresh.
We got the super internet now.
Yeah, super internet. Woo!
Yeah,
I won't spoil it.
I think I was either ahead of y'all or even with y'all, but now y'all are significantly ahead of me because right now all I'm seeing is a Drew McIntyre, his little vignette.
Yeah, that's what we're watching. We're seeing a Drew McIntyre
right now
vignette too, as well. But yeah, we also had on Raw, we had the Irresistible Forces versus Bayley and Lyra there into a DQ. We also had interference, of course, with the other women. They're just basically running it back, just rotating the four teams. And right now we have Drew McIntyre cutting a promo on who earlier Jacob Fatu cut a promo. I guess you can keep these guys basically away from each other until Mania. They don't have to put hands on each other. We've already seen enough. Save it for Mania. I'm pretty sure we're getting a fatal 4-way.
Yeah, that was
for the women's tag titles for sure.
Yeah,
I mean it's pretty much the Irresistible Forces, Nia and Lash Legend versus Charlotte and Alexa Bliss versus Bayley and Lyra versus the Bella Twins. Fatal 4-way.
So this match should have been a TLC.
This match, the women's tag?
The tag title match at WrestleMania?
Yeah. The women's?
I could see that.
Sure. Sure, why not? We got ladder
they
there.
announced that weeks ago when they needed to sell tickets and they need stuff to move them numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all need to announce something that people haven't seen before. Something that's going to get people actually interested.
I know. We'll do a TLC match with bra and panties.
Oh, God.
Or we'll do a Kyrie in a cage match. Vince would have crazy ideas, dude. Crazy match stipulations. Or match gimmicks to get fans in the fucking seats. I went with Doyle to see a pit fight. Do you guys remember the pit fight with Matt Riddle? And
it was in NXT, right?
No, it was at Extreme Rules.
I did catch one pit fight on NXT, and I think it was oh crap, I can't remember the guy's name now. He was there. He wore the top hat. Starts with a G, I believe. His last name.
To the moon. Fuck,
Alexa
dude.
Bliss. I love you, Alexa. I can't remember his name, but it was him, and I believe another guy, obviously.
Yeah, that was on NXT. I can't remember who that was with, but is it Timothy Thatcher in NXT versus Timothy Thatcher with Kurt Angle as a referee? The UFC, the Extreme Rules, that was 2022. Me and Doyle went to that one. I believe maybe Dwayne and Dave Foster. Dwayne Coleman and Dave Foster also went.
No relation.
No relation. We've had him on the show before. Extreme Rules 2022. Seth Rollins versus Matt Riddle to the UFC Hall of Famer Daniel Cormier as guest referee. That one I remember. So yeah, crazy gimmicks we've had in the past, but I agree, Dre. Maybe a different stipulation for this women's tag match to make it, interesting.
Oh, we didn't get the role model.
Because this is what is this your basic 4-women's tag match where it's like only one tag team in, and whoever pins first, they're the champs? That's very boring to me.
I guess I don't know. Unless they don't want to take away from the pop of the ladder match.
We're doing
for the
elimination
Intercontinental Championship.
Doing elimination style at least. I like that. Make the last team standing. But this whole first pin thing is rough.
My favorite for
Boring
this match,
matches.
I'm gonna say, I know nobody asked, but Alexa and Charlotte. It'd be cool to see the titles on them again. That's my favorite going into the match.
Oh, y'all gonna hate me.
Something tells me you're favoring the Irresistible Force.
No, y'all gonna hate me. Dre, I think I already knows who I'm gonna pay, and y'all gonna hate me for it.
You can look, but you can't.
Yeah, dude, I'm going for the Bellas. The Bellas, man. That's the only reason they're back is to win those tag titles.
I want to know when Alexa starts trying to get Charlotte into the Black Magic, or is that just is that whole storyline officially dead?
No.
Because we still have her doing the Lily thing. She's still rocking the gear with like the Wyatt 6 hints.
Well, to be honest, Tyler, what I think happened. What I think happened is I think they
with Alexa now.
When Alexa Bliss was with Bray Wyatt, I think the Lily Doll thing was a hit. They ordered millions of it, right?
Yeah.
And then now they got a warehouse full of them, and they're just like, listen, you got
Triple
H is like, listen, you gotta go out there like once a week. There's the Lily Doll. We need to sell those fucking things. We go crates of them.
There were children in another country. We're not going to name the country.
They're right there in those totes next to the bracelets that look like the ones that Drew McIntyre was stealing every week from Punk. So now we got tons of those bracelets. We got to sell and get rid of.
Just take it to a flea market. It'll sell.
Oh, man. Hey, while we got this women's match going on, on Raw, Raquel versus Io Sky. Did you guys see Io Sky almost fucking die?
Oh my goodness.
Doing a legit suicide dive? I call it legit because she almost died from it. If you haven't seen it, for people who haven't seen it, go back, look at it.
It is
you
rough.
see it, just type in Io Sky, I'm sure like botch or suicide dive. God, man.
It is rough. And then she had the audacity to check on Kairi Sane. It should have been the other way around. Like, even afterwards,
that was part of the storyline. That was part of the performance. Like, she was talking to Kairi, like trying to convince her and shit. Like,
I understand that, but I mean, like in real life, it should have been the other way around. Like, Kairi should have been like, "Yo, are you okay? Like, you just turned your neck."
Girls are built different.
I mean, yeah, but holy cow, that was that hurt to watch. Like as
videos up there from a different angle, and you see she basically did what Undertaker did at WrestleMania.
Like
I want to bring up. I'm looking at pictures of it because I'm not gonna play the video in the background. But fucking Raquel, man, her pants. I was like, how long does that take you to put those on? That's ridiculous. I know some of the women wear like ridiculous outfits when they wrestle. I was like, damn, Raquel, it must have taken like a half hour or so to put those on.
As a man,
anyway,
I will say that there are a few pains in the world that will absolutely cripple me. Obviously getting kicked in the huevos is one of them, and seeing her take that hit on the mat. Oh, dude! Like outside the ring,
you always wonder, like if that's the one. Simple. We've seen it before, like with like guys like Big E and stuff, just from like a suplex. Just outside the ring, it's like fuck, man. Like it's just, and then there it is. It's not a high caliber match. It's not a high caliber spot. It's just a spot. That went wrong. Yeah, and like that ends their entire career.
Yep.
It's not like a shooting star press at WrestleMania. It's it was just like a regular Smackdown, regular Raw.
Monday Night Raw filler match, and it went
sucks.
It ended his career.
Yep. Okay. We still got SmackDown going on. SmackDown should be wrapping up soon. It's a little after 10 here. The main event for SmackDown revealed new celebrity confirmation for WrestleMania 42. We already mentioned all this. We already got the news. We got it out live.
Yeah. Real time.
So they changed the theme song for WrestleMania, right? We got Nickelback.
Yes.
Nickelback. When was the last time Nickelback was theme music for a wrestling event?
A while ago, and I do know that them being selected, their song being selected for WrestleMania, has put them in an elite class with a few other bands, Shinedown, Saliva, and Bodies, for bands that have had multiple songs selected for different WWE events over the years. I don't know. Do you think it's Dre? Do you think that's a type of song that fits the theme of WrestleMania?
I haven't even heard the song. I couldn't even tell you the last time I paid attention to the songs of their PLEs because I don't know.
They don't have good ones that really stick.
It don't hit like it used to.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's a very good point. I think that's probably why Monday Night Raw, for instance, I don't know if you've caught it, but their past several shows, as far as I can believe,
Big quietly switched over to Eminem.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. They didn't make a big deal out of it or nothing. It just happened, and I didn't even notice it for a while.
But I'm annoyed by hearing the same fucking 15 seconds looped over and over and over every fucking. You know what? I'm quite enjoying SmackDown muted. It's not so bad with closed captioning.
I mean, the font's a little small. But,
you know what?
Gotta put on my Ritas.
Oh, God, I'm getting old.
Let me put on my glasses here and
Do
opportunity.
you guys think we'll be doing this fucking podcast in 5 years? You think we'll still be reviewing wrestling? You think we'll still even want to be reviewing? Can we afford wrestling in 5 years?
Here's
with
the
gas
question.
prices going up, wrestling prices are going up. WrestleMania the prices are ridiculous. I gotta spend $2,000 if I want to see Liv Morgan, $10,000 if I want to see what Cody Rhodes tastes of shit. No.
Here's the real wrestling.
What?
Here's the real question. Will wrestling be relevant enough to warrant a podcast before this podcast ends?
Oh yeah. I don't know. Good question. I thought of if we ever wanted to drift off into a second podcast about us doing a movie franchise review for a podcast, maybe with some PCW members along on the side, I assume one day wrestling will beat us all to the ground, whether it's prices or storylines or ads in the fucking ring. Or Jesus, man.
Lack of good writing.
SmackDown actually used to have no ads in the ring. Remember, it just used to be a clean blue mat.
Yeah. There
was a short time where Raw had all the logos and SmackDown didn't have any. And it was nice. I saw that.
I see what I see is Charlotte Flair, actually
dead weight.
Well, not only that, but her makeup, she usually doesn't do something so loud on her face like that.
Well,
her eyeshadow, you know what I mean?
You have to have enough plastic. You just gotta,
Damn.
What?
Mic drop.
Well, no. I'm sure if Doyle was here, he would give his 2 cents about Charlotte, just like fucking Dre does.
I mean, that's your queen.
I know, dude.
We miss you, Doyle.
That's the real plastic Barbie right there.
You saying that her theme song should have been Barbie Girl?
Yeah. Speaking of some of the WWE women, did you guys see the video the other week released of Liv Morgan leaving and a fan grabbing her on her way out? It's dude, man, come on, man. How fucking old are you? Grow the fuck up.
I did not see that, but I did see the post of Stephanie Vaquer being harassed by a fan, and it was leaving Monday Night Raw or maybe a house event or something like that. It was on Stephanie's birthday, but she was having a hard time, I suppose, because she was away from her family, maybe.
Yeah.
And she had posted earlier in the day, hey, if you see me, I'm sorry, but I'm not doing anything. I'm not taking pictures or anything like that. So it wasn't it was an unknown thing. She had made it known at some point that she wasn't doing any type of engagement. and this person, like, I guess, approached her, asked her for, like, a picture or an autograph. She declined, but then this person continued to berate her and take video of her and, like, harass her, all because she said no. Like, this woman made it known earlier in the day that she wasn't doing this.
There's always fans harassing wrestlers. I mean, come on, man. Like, don't be fucking harassing wrestlers, whether it's male or female.
Right.
Whether they're getting off a fucking plane, whether they're out to eat. Like, I see videos of all the time, dude, of people harassing John Cena. And John Cena's, like, so polite, man. But, yeah, just invading their space.
Dre, do you think Charlotte was getting ready to go for another move there, but Lyra Valkyrie landed wrong?
I was not looking at the match, so I honestly don't know. Bam! Oh. Here come Lash with the right hook.
Oh, you're ahead of us.
Yeah, see, you are ahead of us.
Yeah, because right now we're at Charlotte pulling Lyra back to her in Alexa's corner.
Oh, the match isn't over with y'all?
No.
Look at this. This guy's in the future.
Yeah.
This guy, man, thank God he's not watching WrestleMania.
Sir, what's the weather like tomorrow?
Yeah, what's the weather like? What are the lotto numbers?
75.
Yo, let me tell you, Dre, here on the East Coast in PA, we were told it was supposed to be in the 70s today. It was not. It was cold as fuck all day. Yeah. I was a dumbass, and I wore shorts all day, confident. While Tyler here wore long pants, and I was like confident, like, oh, dude, it's going to get warmer. It never got warmer. Not even close.
2, 3. Okay, Alexa won.
Okay, now the match is over, Dre. Yeah. So we are very far behind, I assume. Because now...
Right hook.
Man, how did I know Lash Legend was about to come out and give that right hook? Man.
Right.
Whew. The Ultimate Warrior splash.
I was going to say, she. Why does she look like the girl from Pokemon?
Oh, Team Rocket?
Yeah.
Like the chick from Team Rocket? Like Jessie from Team Rocket?
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't know what Nia Jax is supposed to... They're just wearing black and white. Their black and white outfits here are better than their yellow and white outfits they wore the other week. Like they were from the two chicks from Clueless. So... yeah, they're giving the beat down on the rest of the women's roster. Where are the Bella Twins? Oh, no.
They missed their flight. They got
Where are the Bella Twins? Oh, man. I bet Dre knows that the Bella Twins are showing up. I bet he would tell us. But he doesn't want to spoil it because he's in the future.
Right.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. Man, they're holding up those the women are holding up the tag titles standing high. Standing tall, I mean.
You know what?
Nothing.
And now that we get the Smackdown logo, that makes me feel like maybe they told
the Bella Twins are exactly where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe they wanted to build heat instead of being like, ugh. And now we have Happy Miz. We had Sad Miz, now we have Happy
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I forget that SmackDown is only fucking 3 hours now. Like, I wish it was 2 hours. I miss it being 2 hours. Oh my goodness.
I mean, this is a change.
But now we get Danhausen. I'll tell you what, ma'am. As a guy who's seen very little Danhausen anything on AEW, this motherfucker has grown on me. This guy has grown on me. I'm liking everything he brings to the table. I know he hasn't had one match yet. I'm interested to know why does he walk around with a jar of teeth? You know? Why? I don't understand. But if Doyle was here, he would tell me.
Maybe that's a missed assumption. Everybody's like calling him a vampire and whatnot. Maybe he's like the Tooth Fairy.
Well, yeah. I
It'd
don't
be a
know.
heck of a spin on the idea.
Do we get Danhausen in a match at WrestleMania at all? Or do we get... Dude, I'm telling you. The Danhausen disappearing act, I love it.
Priceless.
I love it. It's priceless. Because it's him just squatting down.
Mm-hmm. Just taking
and
a quick
they're just good with the camera. But I think one of these days they're going to fucking ruin it.
Well, I think that was probably supposed to happen last week, and then they just, he just didn't do it. Because JVN was like, aren't you supposed to, disappear. And Danhausen's like, eh.
Man, what else? Do you guys want to bring up?
To keep people on their toes.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of digging this tag team with R-Truth and Damian. I don't know why this.
Not mad at it.
Yeah. I'm not mad at it either. It's happening.
It gives them both something to do. Keeps Damian Priest at least in people's consciousness until they decide to give him another singles program or to work with somebody on something.
Get him to team up with Alistair and start a Judgment Day 2.0. I know that'll never happen.
No, you know what we
Calm
can play
down,
right
Vince.
now? We should play Guess That Wrestler.
Oh, okay.
Guess
based off of the
that wrestler. When I tell you guys, because we got a commercial here. When I tell you what kind of titles they have. All right. Actually, you mentioned one of these guys earlier. Let me start off with some lower titles on this list for this guy before we work our way up. This person is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. 6-time WWE Raw champion. A 1-time undisputed tag team champion. This person is also a 3-time hardcore champion. This person is also a 1-time European champion. This person is a 5-time intercontinental champion.
Why do I feel like you said that for a reason?
This person is a 1-time NXT tag champion. This person is a 1-time United States champion.
Jeff Hardy.
No
shit.
Jeff Hardy. What gave you the idea of Jeff Hardy? When did you start getting?
So you said the hardcore championship like 3 times, but then you said NXT tag champion once.
Oh, the NXT.
You said he was the Raw champion?
Yeah, it says here he was the Raw tag team champion.
Raw tag team champion.
Yeah. I said he was.
You didn't say that initially. You said he was you said he was the Raw champion.
It said
throwing me off.
Oh, I'm sorry. It says here that he was tag team champion 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, but then it shows the undisputed tag team, like the Raw and the Smackdown tag championship titles together. So he was undisputed tag title champion. I forget who they won that from.
They probably held.
Wasn't it the Bar?
Time.
Yeah, probably. But yes, he's also world champion twice, WWE champion once.
Because I know
TNA World Heavyweight Champion twice. We know how well that went. Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion multiple times. So, yeah, we brought up the Hardys and I saw that. I was like, ooh, I can do that. This one, you guys will probably get this one really quick. Here's another one. I'll try to go smaller. This man is a 2-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. He is a 2-time NWA World Tag Team Champion. He is a 2-time WWF Hardcore Champion. He's held the WWE World Tag Team titles twice. He's held the United States title twice. He's also held the WWE SmackDown tag title once. He's held the TNA tag title once. And he's held the 24/7 title 54 times.
R-Truth.
Oh,
It's R-Truth.
Yeah.
It's R-Truth. I thought you guys may get it before I went to the 24/7 title. I was like, that's good.
Well, when you say NWA, my mind immediately went to old school.
Yeah, that's where I was geared for.
Yeah, because I was doing his old school first, working my way up through his career to WWF.
The only other person I would have thought of.
You're thinking old school, like old of his career. No, you say NWA, I'm thinking 80s. So I'm sitting there my whole time like, what the fuck guy was wrestling from the 80s
to 90s
long enough to be a SmackDown tag champion? So that would have been into the 2000s post brand split.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't think of it. 'Cause I'm like, who the hell been wrestling that damn long?
Maybe when I give like a big title like that, I should just tell you, because sometimes numbers like that can really spoil it. Like if I do a John Cena one, I'm like, oh, he's held the world title 17 times. Like,
yeah, that was gonna like kill it.
Yeah. So like, okay,
some people like that is signature. Like I said, the only thing that just threw me off about Truth is like I said, NWA, and like I said, I think NWA. I'm thinking pre WCW, and I keep forgetting that. Yeah, TNA when it first launched was NWA TNA, so it was the NWA World Title did initially start with TNA before TNA had its own championship.
Right. All right. Got you guys one more. All right. This man was a one-time World Tag Team Champion. Right? I do have older titles here. He was a OVW Heavyweight Champion. He was also TNA Tag Champion. Oh, Ring of Honor Champion. Oh, this might spoil it. He was an AEW Champion twice. AEW Heavyweight Champion. He was
not AEW Heavyweight.
He was a ECW Champion. He was a Intercontinental Champion one time.
Daniel Bryan?
Nope. He was a World Heavyweight Champion 5 times.
Cope.
Nope. He was WWE Spinner Belt Champion twice.
Huh.
He was Money in the Bank winner twice. Twice. Now narrowing down, who's won the Money in the Bank twice?
Only a handful of people.
Only a handful of people.
But even fewer people have gone to AEW then, which is why I thought.
And fewer people have also held an ECW title. Think of the guy.
You said somebody who's been an ECW champion,
AEW
champion, and WWE champion.
Yep.
There are only a handful of people who have done that. That would be CM Punk.
CM Punk. I think you got it, Dre.
Damn was never AEW, huh?
You got it. It's CM Punk.
CM Punk, yeah.
You're right, dude. There's a very small list of people. Has Big Show ever won the AEW World Title?
No, he's always been backstage.
No, see, that's a big missed opportunity. If he would have won that,
CM Punk being an OVW champion, that's what threw me off.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
So now that we've been doing this little segment here, I just thought about something, and I kind of want to get your opinion on it too, Dre. So Wayne and I had this conversation the other day about the meaning of what it is to be a Grand Slam champion. So it kind of like I was wondering if it's like an exclusive group of people, and if it really holds like a significant meaning, or if it got, if it had the steam taken out of it when it just gave John Cena the Intercontinental Championship just to make him a Grand Slam champion. Would the new meaning of Grand Slam champion be wrestling with these different companies and acquiring their top titles in your lifetime? Would that be a suitable, name for like a suitable definition of Grand Slam champion then? Because you've gone to all these.
I would say no, just because of the main thing that makes me say no to it is the fact that you said in my lifetime, right. And that makes it a very abstract thing, because my lifetime of world titles would be very different from somebody else's lifetime of world titles. Mm-hmm. Like for me, if Grand Slam champion meant having held all the titles from my lifetime, then you're going back. Then that means only people who wrestled in WCW would qualify.
Good point.
Because, that's where my lifetime gets. And further, you didn't even have to go further back to the NWA title. And I don't know if there's a wrestler alive who has held all of those. The closest you can maybe get to is maybe Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
He may be like one of the only wrestlers I can think of that's held just about every title of significance.
Yeah.
Wow.
That existed in my lifetime. So I mean, it's a virtually impossible feat for somebody to achieve, I think. And maybe cross promotional. I don't know if you could even do a cross promotional Grand Slam title in terms of like active promotions now, just because it would almost require you to have to leave WWE at some point,
right?
Because of the way they're locked down. They don't allow any of their talent to hold titles from other companies for the longest time, except for like now with their partnership with TNA and AAA.
Right.
So that only opens up 2 other top titles for WWE talent to hold.
Mm-hmm.
And they're really only going to allow that for, excuse me, their developmental talent in NXT, because they're not going to put a main roster star and send them over to TNA. And they're only going to send certain people down to AAA. So, again, that locks people out of it. I think Grand Slam is just whatever each company defines it, however each company defines it for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever they define it as, whoever achieves it, that's it.
Right.
You just have to accept it for what it is.
For a lot of people who don't know what a Grand Slam champion is, a WWE Grand Slam champion is a wrestler who has won 4 specific major titles, typically a world championship, secondary title, and a tag title, with only 25 wrestlers achieving this milestone. Key champions include the first, Shawn Michaels, the first 2-time winner, The Miz, and a modern-day winners like Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Bayley, Rhea Ripley, and John Cena.
If I'm not mistaken, I think when Shawn Michaels became Grand Slam champion, didn't that include him being a European champion as part of the Grand Slam?
Yes.
Was it a WWE European, Intercontinental, and Tag Team champion?
Yep. He had to win both secondary titles.
Real quick here, for somebody who is not fond of the nickname that the crowd has given him, Bisexual Undertaker, Damian Priest, his moveset is somewhat similar, because doing that walk on the rope thing, that was something that the Dead Man did.
He does a lot of moves that the Dead Man did. He's got the size. Except for that. I never seen the Undertaker do a roundhouse sister kick.
What were you not asking at some point? Somebody was asking at some point when Danhausen was going to get in the ring.
Yeah, that was me.
Mr. Wayne Semi-Dry over here.
No, Dre, who's ahead.
From the future.
From the future. But anyway, while we're waiting for that to happen, I'll continue what I was saying. Shawn Michaels, yes, the first ever Grand Slam champion. Triple H received it early in the 2000s. Jericho completed it the format the fastest in 728 days. The Miz, the first wrestler to complete the Grand Slam twice when it was revised from the 215 format. I know. Tyler's in the background watching this Danhausen segment.
The way he just marched to the ring.
Oh, man. Danhausen's, the way he inserts himself in a match with The Miz. The Miz is making the tag, and he sees that Danhausen's there, and his tag team partner, Kit Wilson, who abandoned him, isn't there. So, Miz looks like he has no choice but to... My God, to make the tag to Danhausen.
Yeah.
And I can't. When's it? Something's gonna happen. Miz is arguing with the ref. It looks like.
Just watch.
I'm watching it, man. I'm giving the play-by-play. This is audio only. We're doing R-Truth makes the tag to Danhausen. R-Truth makes the tag to Danhausen. Danhausen puts himself in the match.
What's the pop like, Jay?
Oh, I see. Miz turns Danhausen around. And he's pointing at his chest, yelling at him, telling him to get the hell out of the ring. you don't belong here. And Danhausen does this thing where he points to the crowd, and they all curse him. But he accidentally curses the referee. Miz is about to give Danhausen a skull-crushing finale, and all of a sudden the lights go out. The lights come back on. Danhausen is gone all the way up the ramp. I guess they didn't give him enough time to run, but he's still running. But, Ron Cena comes in. Oh, yeah. I'm saying, Ron Cena coming in with the AA. And fucking...
What?
The cursed ref with the injured elbow. Can't make the 3 count. Okay, you know what, Dre? I'm liking the Danhausen shenanigans here.
Oh, my God. The corniness of it, though.
Okay. So WrestleMania, we get 2 serious wrestlers. Damian Priest and The Miz. Versus with Danhausen and R-Truth as a tag match. Book it for WrestleMania. Book it. Oh, shit. Damian's reaction, just like, whatever, man. What a weird tag match. Anyway, modern day era winners included the group of Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Randy Orton, Kofi Kingston, Rey Mysterio, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, and Finn Balor. Women Grand Slam champions include Charlotte, Asuka, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Rhea, Io, and Becky. Original format, which is what Dre was saying, the original format pre-2015 requires the WWE Intercontinental, European, and a Tag Team Championship. Modern day, post-2015, requires a World Title, WWE or Universal, the IC title, which is the Intercontinental, the United States title, and a Tag Team, either from Raw or SmackDown.
We have Cody Rhodes just ran out to the ring and laid out Kit Wilson.
Wow, okay. Cody's cutting a promo. Cody's pissed, huh?
Oh, yes, he is.
Pissed
furious.
He got his ass beat? He's getting booed.
He's pointing to his face, so I wonder if he was, like, alluding to...
This promo is actually worth listening to.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, I can't pull it up. Audio would just sound quite awful. It would just sound like me holding my tablet up to a speaker. It would just sound god awful. But Pat, you stoner drifter, Logan Paul without muck muscles are going to get your receipt. Yeah, okay. So Cody really got beef with Pat McAfee. That's what we're doing.
Well, the start of it was worth listening to.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess that it was the lisp on the S's that killed it for you.
No, what you're saying now is kind of a little less interesting, but he started off the promo with saying, the Randy Orton, the guy on the phone, lo and behold, it's Pat McAfee. And he basically says, he's like, who would have saw that coming? He said, that's like Scott Hall and Kevin Nash talking about the third man in the NWO, and instead of it being Hulk Hogan, it was Disco Inferno.
Oh, nice.
Like fucking Disco Inferno catching strays.
Yeah. Pat McAfee's already posting shit on Twitter. He's already running his mouth on Twitter.
Is he alluding to his alter ego?
Yeah, I don't know.
It was some fiery promo. I might have to go back and listen to see what he said before, but
yeah,
I just thought that line, him taking that shot at Disco Inferno was fucking hilarious, but accurate as hell. Super accurate.
Yeah, I'm looking at just online what other people think, their opinion on Pat McAfee. A lot of people are saying it's dumb, lazy, it has nothing to do with the storyline. A lot of people saying it should have been somebody else.
It should have been him talking to himself. I would have bought that more and been way more interested than him talking to anybody else.
That would have made more sense. Who was I talking to? The voices. Right, actually play into the voices in his head. He wasn't talking to any goddamn body.
Yeah, like and they leaned into it so hard on Monday with Stephanie cutting her promo and talking to Cody. Like that would have put me over the edge for it and sold me 100%. And then you go and it's Pat McAfee. Well, now I'm sad.
Yeah. Any excitement I had for who it was is now completely gone.
Yeah, that Pat McAfee went over like the wettest of farts.
The wettest of farts.
There was definitely shit involved.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. Now we got the Smackdown long running ad that's happening. Because we're just gonna see people posing and slow rotating of the camera in this room full of lights.
Yes. Yeah, that should have been my my video for my Plenty of Fish profile back in the day.
Oh yeah, man! You gotta have slow music.
Yeah,
the music's terrible.
Flexing out and like on Trip Williams's turntable. You know, just maybe a little bit of fog in the background.
And
wet fart.
A wet fart.
Yep.
Speaking of wet farts,
is that the reason for the Oda in here?
No, I'm just online. Did you guys see that there was another Chris Van Vliet episode, but he had Drew McIntyre on, I believe.
Oh, I did not.
I have it downloaded. I didn't listen to it, but I did see a segment where he said why he didn't ever bring up Larry, CM Punk's dog, because, you know, that really hurt him when Larry passed away as well. You know, assuming with Drew McIntyre, I've seen pictures of him with his cat, you know, how much he is a pet lover. So I totally understand that, man. Like,
so contrary, I mean, I know we've already been alluding to it here and there since they cut the promo at the beginning of the show. Mm-hmm. What I am seeing is McAfee's reasoning behind doing what he's doing. I don't know if it's verbatim what he said. Maybe Dre can elaborate on it. But he did what he did with Randy Orton because WWE is shit. He says he's tired of watching 5'5" guys wrestling in Iron Man matches for weeks straight. That ratings are at their lowest because of Cody Rhodes, and ticket sales for Wrestlemania are still available because Cody Rhodes is leading the business in a downward trajectory. And then he said Randy Orton is going to save the fucking business. So I don't know if like I said, maybe Drake can elaborate on that if that's verbatim or what. But...
more or less that's what he said. I didn't listen. I don't remember everything Pat McAfee said word for word, but I do remember that he did say Randy Orton was going to save the business, and he did kind of run down, which, I mean, yeah, that's more or less what he said, but that's still a stupid fucking rationale. Like, even if all that stuff is true, who the fuck are you, Pat McAfee, to insert yourself and pick a side? Like, you gonna make a goddamn difference.
Right, like everything is gonna tickets are gonna instantly disappear.
Cody's ruining the business. I believe in Randy, so I'm gonna show up and kick Cody in the dick.
You could have just gotten on the table and said that as much. Right. Use your commentating position. About it,
maybe you should have brought your little monkey ass back to the commentary table after college football was over with, and maybe if you been talking this shit on the mic for weeks on end, and then got up from the announce table and got involved, maybe there'd be some rationale or some believability to this shit. But no, you just dragged your little dumbass out of nowhere and showed up as if you are the man on the phone, the voice in his head. Fuck you. Don't nobody give a fuck about what you think about the situation in WWE when you took your punk ass home after college football.
Well, true. Do you guys remember last time Gunther was on WWE programming?
Gunther?
May 10th, 2025 Backlash when he faced Gunther. Yeah, Gunther beat his ass, and then that was the last time we saw Pat McAfee for a while until, yeah.
Are you okay, Wayne?
What's that?
Because you asked when the last time we saw Gunther.
Oh, Gunther, not Gunther. I'm sorry, Pat McAfee.
which is why
Well,
I said this past Monday.
Yeah. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm reading, but looking at a picture of Gunther beating Pat McAfee's ass. Yeah. That was the last time we saw Pat McAfee. May 10th.
Ring General.
Yeah.
This promo they're cutting for WrestleMania.
Dude, they made Gunther look like he anorexic.
Jacked. Holy
They made him look
shit.
like
They've done that with a bunch of people's pictures. Like, if you really look at pictures,
super
they are
Photoshop.
photoshopping the living fuck out of these pictures. Like,
Except for
they gave
AJ's.
Obafemi abs. Like, Obafemi's built like a brick shit house. Y'all don't need to Photoshop abs on this dude.
No.
But they did.
Yeah.
Every time he cuts that silhouette during his entrance, I'm like, I almost pee myself because he's that intimidating. Like, his figure, his physique.
Like, when they get to it, they shrunk JD McDonough's head.
Yeah, I see it right there.
They did. They had to shrink his head, man, so it fits on the
It would have
screen.
blocked
His head
everybody
ain't
else
that
out.
small.
I said something to Wayne about this, and I want to kind of get your take on this. Right? They keep switching up between the futuristic and then like the Mad Max style dystopian vibes for WrestleMania. I get it's 2 separate nights. I don't know if they're trying to run 2 different themes, but like, I don't know. Does it feel confusing? Like,
I have a crazy theory.
It feels like somebody didn't know what the fuck they were doing, or somebody really overthought it. 2 nights, 2 themes. We'll go desert theme for Vegas, and then we'll do a bright lights theme for like the Vegas night thing. Yeah, that'll work.
I got it.
What the fuck are you doing?
I have a conspiracy theory. So, night 1, it's the city. You know, WrestleMania. It's Vegas, right? It's all the city that's together. It's beautiful.
It's lit up. It's
lit up, right? But then we have Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre have a non-sanctioned match, and they destroy it. And then they destroy the Titantron. They knock over some shit. They destroy it so bad that the next night of WrestleMania, it looks like a wasteland. Like there's an epic.
So the events of night 1
will follow into night 2, like
just
Infinity War and
trash the
Endgame,
place.
like Infinity War and Endgame.
That's an interesting concept, except these are real life humans and not PlayStation. So
come
if
on,
they destroyed the whole Titantron, somebody would actually die.
Excuse me, sir. I've seen a man go through a Titantron before. I've seen a man.
It was a hell of a spirit.
I've seen a man go through glass on stage before. The things I've seen, Dre.
Yeah, Kurt Angle.
Glass panels, not destroying entire sets.
Whoa,
especially a WrestleMania size set.
Whoa, I think they could destroy WrestleMania size set. Come on, remember the big tower that fell down on? Remember that big tower that fell down on Vince McMahon when he was giving away that money? Vince was giving away money, right?
I remember DX dropping a shit party
and he
on
had
him.
this big like part of the stage just broke and it fell on top of him. We were like, "Oh, what happened?"
Oh yeah, it wasn't like for 3 weeks they thought he died.
No, there was that. There was also the one where he was getting in his limousine and it blew up.
That was a DX thing. I think.
But then Chris Benoit died next week and he had to come back. So
yeah, when he blew up the limo and all that shit.
Yeah.
Also, though, Jacob and Drew are not going to main event it, so if they destroy the set in the middle of the show, how the hell is everybody else going to come out for their matches after?
Fuck them. No. Fuck them. Simple, dude. Fuck them. It's the match before main event.
This feels like you're running for governor of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Like, yeah, dude. Fuck them. Like, it's this match, second to last match of the night. You know, second to last match, and then what's the main event night 1 we discussed?
CM and Roman?
Cody,
okay,
or Oba and Brock. So either one of those 2.
Don't do that. Don't take away the.
Oh, dude, see, then you do Oba and Brock, and it really is 2 monsters fighting in a fucking destroyed already city, and they're gonna destroy it even further.
I still have a gripe with it
because match isn't no DQ, so it'd have to be in the ring.
Destroy the ring.
It's not no DQ, it's unsanctioned, which I guess technically is a no DQ.
No,
dude, what is? I know, but what is?
Fight on the destroyed set, but I'm like, it's no DQ. It has to happen.
I know, but what about what in the blue hell is the reason for a no sanction match? What's a no sanction match mean to you, Dre? When somebody says this match is no sanction,
thing. It means it's not a damn thing.
It's a no DQ match with pizzazz.
Exactly. Unsanctioned match is the same thing as a street fight, which is the same thing as a no disqualification match. They're the same thing, just with different names.
I do feel like the name of them forces the superstars to go a little further, though. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, no DQ match?
Should, but a lot of times it doesn't.
Mm-hmm. True.
Google here says an unsanctioned match in WWE is a storyline stipulation where the company, kayfabe, disclaims responsibility for the participant's safety, allowing for extreme violence, weapons, and no disqualification. It is essentially a lights out or unsanctioned fight used to settle intense personal feuds, often allowing for more extreme actions. Key characteristics of unsanctioned match: no rules, generally are no disqualifications, no countouts, often no referee in the traditional sense, though one may be presented for safety anyway to manage the pinfalls as submissions.
So what I'm gathering from this so far,
yes,
is that in an unsanctioned match, the only difference is if somebody gets hurt, company health insurance is not going to help them.
That's what I'm getting. We've only
the only thing.
Notable unsanctioned matches in the past. Triple H versus Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam 2002. One of the most famous examples. That's when after Shawn Michaels came back and Triple H turned heel on him. Listener Ron DiBenedetto, who's been on the show before, I remember when he came back for that unsanctioned match. He was fucking loving it.
Match. That was the same match, same SummerSlam where Brock versus Rock. And that match took place almost entirely in the ring. It had a few outside the ring spots, but other than that, it was just a regular ass fucking match.
Triple H versus Seth Rollins, WrestleMania 33 and 2017, a match built around exploiting a pre-existing knee injury. And we also had Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn at the Elimination Chamber 2025, a highly brutalized personal matchup. So we've had some unsanctioned matches before.
More like,
what's that?
An unsanctioned match should be more like a Falls Count Anywhere match, rather than just a regular no DQ, because it's unsanctioned. So why the fuck does it even have to be in the ring? It's unsanctioned. Y'all ain't got shit to do with it. They should be able to fight wherever the fuck they want. But that doesn't happen. They just treat it like a regular no DQ match. Maybe they fight outside the ring a little bit, but other than that, it's just a regular no DQ match. So
it makes me wonder.
I'll bet you we don't even get blood in this match.
Ooh, I beg to differ. I bet we do. I bet we
don't.
Ooh, I'll take that bet.
We won't. Because they rarely allow blood to happen. No. Most of the time when it does happen, it's by accident.
Mm-hmm. Well, Cody Rhodes is the exception to that rule. It seems like the only time blood is involved is when it's coming out of his body.
Well, his pre-WrestleMania get his ass whooped. He gets his ass whooped and it gets all bloody right before Mania.
I mean, top guy privilege, but the last time we really got like some real violent level blood was what? Punk versus Drew in Hell in a Cell?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that one happened by accident. Punk cracked Drew with that toolbox and lacerated him a little bit more than expected.
Yeah. Some of the bloodiest, most violent matches in WWE history are defined by extreme bloodshed, often occurred in a Hell in a Cell or no DQ matches. Iconic examples are JBL versus Eddie Guerrero, Judgment Day 2004, Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, Bad Blood 1997, Brock Lesnar versus John Cena, Extreme Rules 2012, Triple H versus Cactus Jack, No Way Out 2000. Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar at No Mercy 2002 and Hell in a Cell.
Wait. Triple H versus Cactus Jack at No Way Out. Oh yeah, they did have back-to-back
matches. Hell in a Cell, yeah.
I was thinking Royal Rumble 2000 match that they had, which was bloody as fuck.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels versus Jericho. Great American Bash 2008. Also, last one here noted Undertaker versus CM Punk. Hell in a Cell 2009. Known for severe laceration on Punk's head during that match. Right now we got Trick Williams standing on the announce table, and we have Sami Zayn standing in the ring with the United States title, waiting for his opponent. Yay!
Also of note, when Sami Zayn came out before the commercial break, a huge pop. Even seemed like he tried to hype up and was like appealing to some of the crowd when he came out on the ramp, and they seemed to be more heckling him than getting hyped with him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
Maybe Trick feels like he has a better chance of getting the title from Sammy than he does Carmella.
Oh.
From a character standpoint, I don't think Trick cares either way. I think Trick has beef with Sammy. I don't think he went out there to intentionally cost Mello the title. I think he just went out there to really try to fuck with Sami Zayn.
Get in his headspace. Rent some room.
Oh, well, as far as this goes, he's out there because he's Trick fucking Williams. He wants to see who his opponent's going to be at WrestleMania. I mean, that's the most logical reason I would say for him to probably be out there.
I think we already know it's going to be the both of them.
I don't know. I'm curious to see how this is going to go. Are we going to get some sort of false finish that causes it to be a triple threat? Because if that's the case, I would wonder then what about Ilya Dragunov? Not saying that they should, but
yeah,
if it's
multi-man United States match, Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah, I mean, I think he could have a case to make for being involved in this somehow, since he was kind of owed a match with Mello before Sammy came in here and just inserted himself for some shit they had nothing to do with him.
Right.
I'm telling you, he's taking playbook from Cody Rhodes. But I do see your point, and then I think the only person that would really be the odd man out at that point would be Trick Williams, because you've had that title transfer between Carmelo, Sammy, and Ilya. I mean, they've all been there. They've won it. They lost it. It's been gone. It's been literally been the three of them for how long now with this title, and Trick is just doing it.
They're the last three open challenge guys.
Right. Trick is just trying to insert himself just so he can even get a championship opportunity.
Yeah, sure. If that would have made sense if that was the direction they were going before they made the match. But they've already made the match of Trick Williams, essentially the number one contender, I guess, for the U.S. title.
Right.
But Trick Williams has the match, so he's already in it. It's just a matter of Sammy coming in and basically, kicking Mello out of the spot that would have been his had he remained champion. And now Mello's fighting to get his spot back in there. But yeah, I mean, if Trick Williams wasn't so over right now to have warranted this spot, then that could have been a good direction that they could have gone. A Mello, Sammy, Ilya Dragunov triple threat match as the last three open challenge guys.
Jeez, Sammy, give up.
A real good way to go.
Right.
Sammy's fighting a little dirty.
Or once Trick got over as fuck with the crowd, and they made the decision that we got to put some gold on this guy. He's in the picture now. You can't take him out, and you can't really you can't try to picture him or paint him as the odd man out now.
I wonder if I don't know if maybe you caught it and I missed it. Did Carmelo give Sammy a potato? Because Sammy seems to be going a little hard,
a little stiff.
Yeah,
it looks it.
Think so? I think Sammy maybe just be showing a little bit more aggression.
Yeah, it just
maybe some ruthless aggression.
Maybe something stemming from the promo exchange that they had earlier.
Lit a fire in his ass. Ooh, that was sick. That was sick.
Maybe Sammy feeling some type of way that the fans ain't rocking with him like that no more.
Mm-hmm. You're taking it out on poor Mello.
Yeah, poor Mello. Is this the main event that we know of?
I would have
for
to
SmackDown?
think so.
Thank God.
I mean, yeah.
It's fucking 3 hours, man.
By the way, saying Mello's name like that, should we do a shameless plug for Mellow Yellow? No, we're not getting paid for it.
Well, that's what he's wearing. He's wearing mellow yellow pants.
Yeah. Mustard yellow?
Yeah. He got mellow yellow pants, man.
Hope he's selling right there because he landed kind of awkward on Sammy.
Yeah.
Man.
I was thinking the same thing earlier during the women's interaction between the tag teams.
Yeah.
And I think they were setting up for Nia and Lash to, double team like the opponents in each corner. But then Lyra wasn't in her corner. Now, earlier in the match, she was grabbing on her leg pretty good, and she was hobbling around on it a little bit. She finished the match. But I think the intention was for her to be in that corner so that Nia and Lash could, hit one team in a set of corners and then hit the other team in a set of corners. It looked like that's what they were trying to do. I don't know.
I wonder because I didn't pay much attention to that match, so I don't know. But it'd be interesting to see. I might have to go back and check that and see what happened.
Damn, dude.
He's kicking him in the face. Yeah. It would absolutely suck if he really did hurt himself this close to Mania. Every time I see wrestlers making these huge spots, I'm like, dude, chill out. You got a few weeks before Mania. Don't hurt yourself. Like Io, fucking doing that suicide dive. I'm like, you don't need to do that suicide dive to impress me.
Like you
don't get hurt before Mania. I want you to make it.
You're already over. No need to.
Yeah, you're already over. Just now, we're getting to a point too where there's a lot of wrestlers they need to just keep apart. Keeping Drew and Jacob Fatu apart is smart. We need to keep Brock and Oba Femi apart now. Maybe let's keep fucking Punk and Roman apart. They both got their licks in. Let's keep them apart. Some guys you just need to keep apart from each other, or it's not going to be as exciting if every week they're beating each other down because they get one up on each other.
Like you've done the physicality.
Yeah.
So let's just coast out, cut your verbal promos and your verbal assaults on each other.
Yeah, sometimes I miss the old fashioned just cutting your promos and not fucking changing hands with each other. I mean, until the match, but I get it.
To touch on our conversation earlier tonight, I think the only match that's an exception right now is Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. Because if, like you mentioned, Randy Orton getting the one up every week, leads you to believe that he's going to lose. I don't want that to happen, so to defeat that logic, Cody Rhodes needs to get the one up the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, dude, every time I fucking turn my head to go look at the SmackDown, I see more and more logos. And we got this big Xfinity logo. We got the big Dodge Ram logo in the middle. At least it's not the primary.
And now we know why Randy and Pat drove off in the Dodge Ram.
Oh, there you go.
Sir.
There you go. Look at that, Tyler. The circle is complete.
Yeah, right.
Now you know why. Look at that, Dre. Good eye, Dre.
My only argument to that is that it's not Dodge Ram anymore. It's just Ram.
What if it was sponsored by Smart Car? They were just...
Oh, my God.
Randy.
Like that guy on the highway earlier?
Yeah, dude. We saw speaking of Smart Cars, I know it's a little off subject, but we saw a Smart Car today on the highway going 70, but his shocks were shot in the back.
Literally.
On the one side, the driver's side, and then we pull in front, and it's a rather large man in a smart car.
In a tiny car.
Yeah.
Which explains why the shocks were shot.
Yeah. But I was getting off of an exit onto the highway, and when this thing blew by me, it almost sounded like he had a Hayabusa engine.
Yeah, because it was and I told him, no, dude, it's not the engine, it's the shocks rubbing up against the rims.
That's so terrible. I was afraid to be behind that car.
Oh my God.
Come on, Mello.
Yeah, Mello, come on. Win that title. We want to see Mello versus Trick. That would be kind of funny, right? Kick Sammy out the WrestleMania picture again.
Just when you
and
think
then Sammy's
so
just Next week, Sammy's just depressed, like, now what am I going to do?
We got sad Miz and sad Sammy running around.
Oh,
But
man.
See, the thing is, for me, despite how much I've been down on Sammy for taking Melo's spot, at the same time, I also don't know that I necessarily want Trick versus Melo at this WrestleMania, just because I don't want it to be something that they throw in at the last minute or just throw in reaction to the fans.
Well, I mean, he did it with R-Truth.
Yeah, but Trick and Melo have history together in NXT. You know, Trick Melo gang was a thing. You know, and they have a significant history with each other. Like going back to NXT, like their match main evented the Stand and Deliver for the WrestleMania in Philly that we all went to. So I feel like whenever they do clash on the main roster, it should be something that's built up over time with more of a storyline, given the history that they have with each other. Just like everybody, just like the current Cody and Randy thing. Everybody wants them to lean into the history that they have. I think that same thing should happen for Trick and Melo for whenever they do finally lock up.
Make it make sense.
So, right. Not just something that you're just throwing in just because.
Just to appease the
so
masses.
That's why, right. So, I mean, as much as I hate how they booked it, I didn't flip too much about it because I understood that this is just a pathway to get the U.S. title on Trick. That basically Sami Zayn was going to be a transitional champion. So, however this ends, it should end with either Sami Zayn winning or some shenanigans that lead to a triple threat. But I don't necessarily want to see Melo win this match clean, and we're back to Melo versus Trick at WrestleMania. That's the outcome I do not want.
I keep watching the ref here to see how, like, if this is legit or not. I'm waiting for him to throw up in, like, an X or something. It's either a really good sell or it's legit.
Melo is a good seller.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's...
From the matches I've watched him have on NXT, Melo is a good seller.
There's that ruthless aggression.
Sami Zayn doing dirty moves.
Yeah. Well, the ref backed him off.
That was a bit heelish.
Yeah, the ref backed him off.
He just ran in and hit him anyway.
Sami's gonna turn heel.
That's a little heelish from Sami Zayn.
Yeah. I'm willing to bet the boos are heavy right now. I don't know.
Well, they're showing replay right now, so I can't really hear.
The landing didn't look all that crazy. I mean, it doesn't have to either. I
if
can't
he's
even.
selling the leg injury, that's all it takes. Him jumping off the top rope.
Yeah. Like they did the same thing with Seth Rollins. Like whenever he
see
entered
the thumbs
his shoulder.
down in the background.
Oh yeah, they're not too happy.
We got Little Tugboat and Trick Williams getting in the ring now. Hopefully he's cutting a better promo than Travis Scott did.
Yeah.
At least he's not punching anybody in the face.
Voice is a little too squeaky, though.
Oh, is it?
That's why I said Little Tugboat.
Yachty ain't got no bass in his voice.
Oh, no. Sammy got hit from behind. Now he's getting the lemon pepper steppers on him.
Those aren't even lemon pepper steppers either. I've seen what they look like. Those are straight up cowboy boots.
No. Somebody please help poor Sammy. Somebody please come out and help him. No.
Oh, the fans say, whoop that Trick.
Yeah, I know. Yep. There's gonna be your new United States champion right there.
Little Skipper got the Little Skiff got the title. I'm not seeing people jump out of their seats. You know,
For Trick Williams and Little Hootie.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like, clearly the fans are behind Trick Williams. So why are y'all still booking him like a heel?
It's right. They're trying to shove it down our throats. Like they're
trying to force. That's why fans aren't reacting to it, because they're trying to force the heel, and the fans are like, we want to cheer this guy. We like him. We support him. Why are y'all doing heel shit? Making him do heelish shit.
Yeah.
Just fucking make the turn. Lean into it. And you don't have to wait for him to be a fucking champion before you do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the fans are not behind Sami Zayn. They're not going to force Sami Zayn to be the face in this. And when Sami Zayn comes out of WrestleMania, he might get a cheer because it's WrestleMania. But that thing is going to pale in comparison to the pop that Trick Williams is going to get when his music hits.
You know what? It's been a long fucking episode, Dre. For a Smackdown / little bit of Raw. Got tons of stuff on the ballot here we went over. I think we got a pretty solid episode, gentlemen. Yeah. And this, I will say this is our first episode on Microsoft Teams. So we're going to see how this turns out. Might continue this, going into WrestleMania, doing little tweaks here and there on the podcast. Let us know how it turned out for you guys. Dre, do you got anything you want to plug?
Nothing, just as always, Instagram.com/podcast championship wrestling.
Yeah, and you can also find us on the Facebook and the Twitter. If you want to get on our Discord, just let us know. We'll send you a link. You can also find a link to our website and our our store on ProWrestlingTees.com. Tyler, you want to plug anything?
Not too much. Just if anybody's out there playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6 or 7 and you want to, run a couple games of Team Deathmatch or Kill Confirmed or whatever, and you want to talk about wrestling at the same time, my name is Welder for Life, WLDR, the number 4 Life, and we can literally, kill the opposition or try and annihilate each other and talk wrestling while we do it. Have fun. It's a good time. Good time. Other than that, stay safe and be kind to one another.
Yeah. Where the fuck is Doyle?
You are the world's dumbest son of a bitch.
The fact that day in and day out, for almost 6 years, I have proved to everybody in the world that I am the best on this microphone, in that ring, even at commentary. Nobody can touch me.
You are not ready for Oscar!
Because the Street Profits are up and we want the smoke.
You're next! Talk about your songs, talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says I just whipped your ass.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. New day!
The cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah, Macho Madness here.
Welcome to the Kevin Owens Show.
Lately, he just hasn't been very oozy.
Because I'm the Miz, and I'm awesome!
Those rotten bastards!
Bye-bye, bitch.